How many niggas you know got the studio in the wheel?
Good with another one.
Swag up, nigga, swag up, nigga. Untamed gorillas. Untamed gorillas. Swag up, nigga, swag up, nigga. Niggas know what it is, man. Yeah. Look. R.I.P. to them untamed gorillas. On swag. Keep it swag, nigga. Tell me who is realer. I ain't gon' cap swag. I could've kept it triller. No cap. I ain't gon' lie, nigga. You got me in my feelings. Really though. R.I.P. to them untamed gorillas. Oh God. Keep it swag, nigga. Tell me who is realer. I ain't gon' cap swag. I should've kept it triller. No cap. I ain't gon' lie, nigga. You got me in my feelings. Really though. Take it back to like 06. No cap. When the swag was on go shit. Look, no, we really wasn't on shit, but watch how you approach shit and we'll take your bitch. Look, then we fell out by my old bitch. That's crazy. Truth be told, it was some whole shit. We had that heart to heart, we know this. We was young, not moving as one, but that's some old shit. Let me swag, nigga, let me get this off. I would be lying if I ain't miss my dog. I'm so mad I gotta write this song. Look, I wouldn't be crying if I ain't fuck with y'all. Look, free PAT, hope I don't miss this call. Look, R.I.P. Big Ed, that's my fucking dog. Look, R.I.P. Nick, I'm taking this shit hard. Look, I wrote this song cause I'm stuck with y'all. Look, R.I.P. to them untamed gorillas. On swag. Keep it swag, nigga. Tell me who is realer. I ain't gon' cap swag. I could've kept it triller. No cap. I ain't gon' lie, nigga. You got me in my feelings. Really though. R.I.P. to them untamed gorillas. Oh God. Keep it swag, nigga. Tell me who is realer. I ain't gon' cap swag. I should've kept it triller. No cap. I ain't gon' lie, nigga. You got me in my feelings. Really though.
How many niggas you know got the studio in the wheel?
Yeah, like they won it already.
I'm thinking about that shit all day.
Hippie.
I think that shit all day. I'm like, man, we supposed to have a clean sweep. Get ready for Indiana.
Ooh, ain't no this one.
I ain't never had shit, nigga. I grew up, man. Got this motherfucking bag now. I'm feeling myself, for real. All this money on me got me feeling myself. All this drip on me got me feeling myself. All this jewelry on me got me feeling myself. This shit ain't come to me, I had to get it myself. Yeah. All this money on me got me feeling myself. All this drip on me got me feeling myself. All this jewelry on me got me feeling myself. This shit ain't come to me, I had to get it myself. Yeah. Smoking on that gas, I know it's bad for my health. These niggas ain't trying to help, they down for themselves. I used to be broke, had to get it off the shelf. I used to be broke, now I call myself well, yeah. I'ma buy a bottle and you know it's not a problem. I order up a room, baby, let's hop in the shower. Lil' baby, she a model and she suck it like a bottle. Lil' baby, she a swallow, she ain't even got a goggle there. Used to be broke back in the days, working for minimum wage. See you stuck in your ways. You don't even like getting paid. See, you ain't got time for that. Don't even got time to rap. Stop all that line cap. I'm running to the money itself. All this money on me got me feeling myself. All this drip on me got me feeling myself. All this jewelry on me got me feeling myself. This shit ain't come to me, I had to get it myself. Yeah. All this money on me got me feeling myself. All this drip on me got me feeling myself. All this jewelry on me got me feeling myself. This shit ain't come to me, I had to get it myself. Yeah. Money, 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 money. I gotta get to the cheddar. Left some money on the dresser, baby, you can have whatever. Her feet gon' be softer than feathers. Bet you know it ain't no pressure. Finessing these niggas. I ran up a check on these niggas. Fuck it, I'm out on the grind. I heard my life on the line. Looking to dodging the crime. Looking like a dollar sign. Mama asked was I'm fine. I told mom I'm straight. She said keep doing what you doing. You on board, keep skating. Why these niggas wanna hate? Cause I'm getting to the cake. Just moved out the state. Putting food on my plate. Drippin', I got lots of sauce. Tired of hearing these niggas mouth. Running sack up in the loft. Got the bag, now I'm taking off. All this money on me got me feeling myself. All this drip on me got me feeling myself. All this jewelry on me got me feeling myself. This shit ain't come to me, I had to get it myself. Hey, all this money on me got me feeling myself. All this drip on me got me feeling myself. All this jewelry on me got me feeling myself. This shit ain't come to me, I had to get it myself. Hey.
Oh, he said it to you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He said, what he said? He said,
He texted you?
yeah, he texted me and was like,
Hold on. Yo. Oh, shoot.
Yeah. You know this one right here is for you, baby. It is. This is you and me. You know who you are to the end.
Taylor made
Yeah.
beats.
Lego.
Shorty tell me you love me, and I'ma do the same.
Yeah.
Shorty tell me you care, and I'ma show you things. Shorty tell me you love me, and I'ma do the same. It's just me and you, and that ain't never change. Oh, shorty tell me you love me, and I'ma do the same. Shorty tell me you care, and I'ma show you things. Make your love leave, watch it boomerang. It's just me and you, and that ain't never change. Oh, shorty tell me you love me, and I'ma do the same. Shorty tell me you care, and I'ma show you things.
Yes, we are here. Yes, we are here. It's that time. You're truly Drake Lockhead.
it's Reggie, man.
And
Ooh, you make a mess.
I pursue you didn't hear that.
Big bro.
He's not here today. He has other obligations. But you know how we do it. We're going to hold it down. Like always, I think our mics was hot in the beginning. You heard us talking about our weekend, a little travel basketball. Just a little something we get into. But since we on that, if y'all did hear that inside the music, oh well, we don't care. All right, let's get into sports. What we got?
Well, we are on the cusp of the NBA playoffs. I think it's about, for the average team, it's right around 5 games or less that's left right now, I believe, at this point. Some teams may have a couple more, some may have a couple less. But on average, it's about 5 games left in the season. Everybody trying to get back healthy, you know what I'm saying? Everything kind of shaking out as far as these seeds and where people going to be at. This play-in kind of shaping up, even though depending on these 5 games, they may still matter.
Come on, I know what you want to say.
What?
The Lakers.
What about?
They're in the playing.
Yeah, but it's not like they could miss the playoffs.
Oh, okay. You're not one of them guys.
Nah,
All right.
I don't think they're gonna miss the playoffs. I didn't think they was gonna miss them. They still got a chance to get out the play-in. They still got a chance to get up to 6.
They will.
I think LeBron said he gonna play tomorrow. He gonna try to play tomorrow, Tuesday. Yeah.
I don't want him to rush back. Like, it'll be all right in the play-in. Don't rush yourself, bro.
Yeah, it'll be because right now it's looking like it's gonna be them versus Golden State in that first game. Like we talked about, a play-in work. Loser of that game plays the winner of whatever the other 2 teams.
10-8. I mean 10-9.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I know who should be worried.
Who?
Nets.
Oh man.
I'm telling you, bro. The only person on their team that plays defense is the person that they need to score also when the time.
That's why
comes.
Harden is so important. Because when Harden is there, then KD can say, okay, I'll be more D the majority of this time. Harden can take over that scoring load and facilitate the offense.
But Harden might not be there.
And Harden said, I'm playing in the playoffs. That's what he said. I'm playing.
Yeah, injury or not.
I'm playing.
All right.
Hey, Harden just one of them dudes. Harden's just a hooper. Like, he's just one of them dudes, man. I'm not worried about him, man.
All right.
I actually think, for real, honestly, I think
I'm worried about their matchup. If they gotta go against the Bucks,
that'll be second round. That's gonna be second round.
not if they drop.
They ain't the Bucks. Them Philly and the Bucks. They only got a chance to face each other second round. Philly being the number 1 seed, they only got to face one of them coming to conference
The
finals.
Nets are what?
2.
Tied for second or third?
2.
They tied
2
for
and
second.
third. They 2-3. Them 2.
Yeah, so if they drop to third, then they gotta play the 5th. Wait.
6. Yeah, whoever that
Eight
6
play-
team is.
Eight played first.
Yeah. Second play to 7.
7
They
played
play the
second.
6.
6.
Mhm.
And 6 right now is Miami. So if they gotta play Miami,
I ain't worried about the time play Miami. Miami is
you
like,
not worried about Miami?
no, they defense.
Miami
not as good.
and Bucks
They
are the
still-
team
and they
that's
still struggle to
built.
score.
But Miami and the Bucks are teams that's built to beat them because they got Bam Adebayo, who's a big guy who can bring it down. I'm telling you, who can guard him?
Man, I like Bam,
Who can-
but he ain't at that level where you say who can guard him. Not yet.
But who can guard him? Just name a person, because there is somebody who can guard him on the team.
It's gonna be KD.
All right,
KD's gonna guard
exactly.
him.
And Bam is gonna wear him down. Now, who's gonna stop Jimmy?
I ain't as worried about Jimmy.
Who's gonna stop Jimmy?
Bruce Brown gonna guard
Jimmy proved that he can win a finals game.
Bruce Brown and Landry Shamet gonna guard Jimmy. But
Bruh.
Jimmy's gonna be good. Who's gonna stop Harden? Not Jimmy. Jimmy done cooked them all.
Jimmy gonna
Too many
stop him.
Ks. No.
Yeah.
Who's stopping Kyrie?
Jimmy gonna stop. Who's stopping Kyrie?
Yes. You better
Hero.
hope Kyrie. Hero can't play D. Hero sucks so deep. They had nobody left. You gotta hope
Duncan.
Andre Iguodala go in his bag.
Duncan.
Nah.
Yeah, he got some D. Or what's that? What's
But
that?
this is Kyrie.
What's
Kyrie
old
is
boy?
the most skilled
Dunn.
NBA player
Not
in the
Dunn,
league.
is
dog.
it Dunn? Is that his name? Dunn?
Kendrick Nunn.
None.
He too little.
No.
He's too little.
No, he can guard Kyrie. They're
He's
about
too
the same
little.
height.
I know, but I'm saying bigger dudes can't guard Kyrie, and Kendrick
He
Nunn
can
is
keep up
small.
with him. All he gotta do is run him on offense. Bro, that's the way you beat great offense. Is by coming at them back with great offense, making them have to play
Miami
deep.
don't play great offense. That's what I'm saying. There's
None-
not really
none
no
was
great
clowning in the
offensive player.
playoffs.
Man, none last playoffs was out of the rotation because he was hurt.
No, when he got in the rotation in the end, he stepped up. He came out. He was like, "Hey man, I ain't giving up."
Man, this ain't the bubble. It's gonna be fans. It's gonna be crowds. It's gonna be a different thing.
And
Tyler Hero not as good as he was last year.
Hero.
They said they think he feeding too much into his stardom.
Well,
There's a lot of concerns coming out of Miami that he feeding way too much into his star status.
You know how that be. He got a song named after him.
You know what I'm saying?
Like-
he wore the party, wear the glasses. Hey,
Watch.
Hero a rock star.
When the playoffs come, he gonna snap in the mode.
We gonna see. He ain't got no history other than one time in a weird year.
That's all you need.
One
That's all
time in
you
a
need.
weird year. It was
One
a weird
time.
year.
One
where
time.
they was confined in a bubble, no hostility, none of the stuff that people say bothers you in the playoffs. None of that stuff happened. He
Man,
was
you
in a
sound-
controlled environment.
Now you sound like me last year.
I'm just saying
when
he
you
was
was
in a very
rooting for
controlled
them,
environment.
when you was rooting for them, and I told you, I know Hero. I seen him in college. I mean, in high school. Did you say that he was gonna beat the Lakers?
I thought they had a chance to
Yes,
beat him.
you
Then
did.
Bam got hurt in the first game. Gordon Dragic got hurt in the first game. I said, "Oh my god, bruh. They too."
No, Dragic got hurt in the series before, didn't he?
No, he played the first game.
I don't think he played with the Lakers.
No,
he played the Lakers
first
series.
game. Both of them got hurt because he was their leading playoff scorer, and then got hurt in the first game. Bam got hurt. Bam ended up coming back, but he wasn't the same. He was gimpy.
bro.
Bam was gimpy.
I don't think Dragic played in that series. He played near the end when they needed him.
Man.
He didn't play in the beginning of the series. They had what's the name starting point? It was Hero, Duncan, Iguodala, Butler, and Bam. That was a starting five.
But Iguodala, he wasn't there last year. They
Yeah,
got
he
him.
was.
No, yeah, he did. He came at
was
the
in
very,
bubble.
very end on a buyout.
He
Yeah,
was
he
in the
came
bubble.
very, very. But he didn't really play for real.
Yes, he did. In the playoffs, yeah, he did.
Played like 10 minutes.
No. He played a lot. He played a
feel
lot.
like he wasn't
Bro, I
there.
watched that whole series,
I don't feel like
bro.
he really made no impact.
He played a lot. He didn't
Maybe he
score
played more
a
than I
lot.
thought, but I don't
He was
feel like
playing a
made
lot of defense on LeBron.
I don't feel like he made no impact.
He's playing on. Yeah, he didn't. You can't make an impact on LeBron.
Oh, you can make an impact on LeBron. It just he can't do it no more. That's over. His time is over.
All right, let's dip into football. Aaron Rodgers is a crybaby, bruh.
I've been saying that.
Bruh. But now he's coming back. He got his homeboy Jones, old wide receiver, won the Super Bowl with him.
James Jones.
James Jones is coming out saying he talked to Aaron Rodgers, and he's denying saying any of that stuff. That he just wants to come back and play for the Green Bay. And,
That's because they basically all but said we willing to do what it takes to keep you here. After he said that ain't no coming back, I want to leave. So now he got him where he want. He finna get this ridiculous contract.
He said he never said that.
Players lie a lot.
I know. But he said he never said that.
Yeah, he didn't say that. He never
had
said
somebody
that
say
out
it
loud.
for him.
Exactly. That's what he did. That's what all these players do. He is the LeBron James of the NFL.
Bro, they've been doing this forever.
He is a LeBron
Why are you
James
blaming everything on
of the
LeBron?
NFL. I don't blame it on LeBron. Nobody has had the media impact like LeBron, bro.
People tell their agents to say stuff
Not
all
the
the
agents,
time.
it's the agents, it's the commentators,
People
it's
around
the,
them,
it's the,
all
it's the damn dudes that come and guest star.
Jordan had
Ahmad Rashad.
Rashad.
That's it. He didn't even talk to nobody else.
But
He just
that's
had
what I'm saying.
Ahmad Rashad.
LeBron don't talk to nothing but his people. Everybody always got their person that they only tell stuff to get out to the world.
He got a team of people that get
What?
it out
Oh,
to
so
multiple
now
people
now
across
he's bad 'cause
multiple
he got more than
platforms.
one.
No, I'm just saying.
But why
what
you
he
blaming
does,
it
what
on
he
LeBron?
does is huge. I'm not blaming LeBron. I said he is a LeBron of the NFL. He has people on every network that he talks to plant these
he's
stories.
not the LeBron of the NFL. I think Tom Brady is the LeBron of the NFL because Tom Brady does the same thing, but on a wider platform.
You don't hear a lot about Tom Brady.
Bro,
Other
when
than
he
his
was-
last year,
when he was leaving
that
the
last
Patriots-
year, that's what I'm saying. Other than that last year, you heard nothing for 20
he was
years.
happy.
I don't know if he was happy now.
He was,
know
bro.
if he was happy.
He was built into the Patriot way.
You remember they asked him a couple years before then, like, do you feel appreciated? He like, no comment. Like,
That's
no
a nigga
comment.
scared. Like, hey, get me out of here,
He
please.
was
Help
not
me.
happy.
But I'm saying, if he was on another team, he would have spoke that. But he knew the Patriot way, and he built into that, and he wanted to keep that culture. So he's not going to step out of it. If the leader steps out of it, bro, it's a trickle down. It's like domino effect. Yo, you hear what Brady just said in the press conference? I told you, bro. We can say what we for. Man, I'm finna tweet this now, bro. Fuck that.
Man, Bill will cut their ass. They know
Man.
better than that. They know better than that.
I'm telling you.
Cats know better than that. They ain't crazy there.
Man, look.
And as a player, you know you can't just do what Tom Brady does. Like, even if he do something that you can't, that's
Hey,
Tom Brady.
It might be
You're not Tom Brady.
It might be somebody like Edelman in there like, I caught them passes Brady
Man.
threw. I could say something
Edelman
too.
ain't say that. Hey, Tom Brady actually made a joke about Edelman. He said, man, look, you ain't got to retire, man. Just tell Bill you want to come to Tampa. Just be honest. They did that on that little preparing for the draft little Zoom call or whatever. I thought that was clever.
Brady said that.
Yeah, he said that on that little Zoom call. He said, man, you ain't gotta just retire, man. Just go ahead and tell him the truth that you want to come play in Tampa. Tom Brady been talking his shit since he left.
He was going to.
Hey.
But if he would have lost, it would have been Belichick up there smiling.
What the hell Belichick gonna smile for? He was out the playoffs and Tom Brady's in the Super Bowl.
No, I'm just saying if it was the other way around.
Oh.
Like if Belichick would have won a
Man,
Super
I don't
Bowl
think
before.
Belichick ever gets happy about anything.
No, he would have been happy about that, bro.
You think so? You think he'd have said?
Yeah.
You think he'd have got out of character though? He
Yeah.
probably would have been happy internally, but do you think he'd have did something? You like, hey, Bill don't never do that. You think he did that?
Yes.
Man, I feel like
because
Bill's just
Belichick's
gonna beat
legacy,
Bill.
half of it. Now he's a great coach. Everybody gives him credit, but half of his legacy is tied to Brady. Like winning that one without him, before him, would have been, oh yeah, relief.
I don't know if it's. I don't know.
Now
If
everybody understands it wasn't this fucking quarterback.
it was though. He has never had no success outside of Tom Brady as a head coach. He's only had success as a D
See,
coordinator.
that's what I'm saying. That's solidified now. It was questionable.
No, he was a head coach before Brady for two teams, bro, and no success.
It was still questionable because everybody's coached before, but it could have been like he learned how to do it. Like every rookie has their first year where they might be semi good and semi bad.
He had the years with Cleveland.
I understand that.
And he had the years with the Patriots prior to Brady.
He had years with bad organizations. Maybe when he got to New England, he was able to do what the fuck he wanted to do.
But he was there for years before Brady played. Before he drafted him and he played.
I understand. But he might have finally got something changed around the thing that it wasn't just Brady that year. He probably got a new offensive coordinator.
He done been through a lot of them.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's some change.
The only constant, that's what I'm saying, the only constant has been, bro, they've been through many offensive coordinators, many defensive coordinators. The only thing that's been constant has been Brady.
Belichick and Brady.
Yes, that's it. And
I
before
don't know
Brady,
about that.
no success. After Brady, no success.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna have to look into that.
The only years that
I think it's
since Tom Brady been in the league, the only years that Bill Belichick.
So there's no other coach on that roster that got 6 rings with them. Just Belichick and Brady.
Yeah, because Romeo Cornell, he was there, he left, he came back. They had Charlie Weiss. He was there, he left, he came back, he left again.
I'm talking about, was there one there in the beginning when Brady started off? Cause
yeah, you had a couple of them, and then they left and took head coaching jobs.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't really, if that offensive coordinator was with him with the first 3 and help build that culture to get him the next 3, like.
Well, they went 10 years. They ain't built no culture. They went 10 years without a Super Bowl. So whatever they felt like they did that first round, all that is gone.
So the first 3 happened.
And then 10 years.
And then somebody left.
And he didn't win nothing.
So who left after that first 3?
A lot of them left. I know Romeo Cornell left. I know Charlie Weiss left. He went to Notre Dame. Romeo Cornell went to where he go first? Was it Houston first? I think it was Houston first.
See.
He went there.
See.
Then Tom Brady had went to the Super Bowl. They had just lost.
Really?
He's the only constant for all them Super Bowls. Like, he's the only constant.
Well,
and Belichick.
He lost, though, when elements left. So something happened to make them start losing, and then they got another good one when they started winning
we
again.
saw what happened when they lost. They lost the one Super Bowl to the Giants. You know what I'm saying? On that crazy late pass when somehow Eli Manning came out of that. Remember, he came out of that crowd of defenders and spent around and threw that ball deep down the field. And old dude caught it on his helmet. Like, it was some miraculous stuff why he lost in that game. Like, you can't. What else can you do? You had him dead to rights. If they would have just finished off that play, the game's over. But somehow he made it out. Some people call it the greatest play ever in the Super Bowl. Being in the crowd, the whole crowd of defenders, they got you. You make it out, get the clear space, throw the ball. It go down the field. The DB's right there, and the only thing you can do is trap it with one hand on your helmet and manage to be strong enough to hold it while you getting slammed on the ground, and never let it go. Like, he had stick 'em on his hands, and he never let it go. And then the dude was out the league because he had never did nothing before then. He made that catch and never did nothing after then. That was his moment. And then the other Super Bowl he lost was they called Bill Belichick this wizard on defense. But then he gave up, what was it, like almost 50 points to the Eagles' backup quarterback in Nick Foles. Almost 50 points. Tom Brady put up 40-something points in that game, and they couldn't stop the backup QB. That was crazy. And that was his moment.
That was Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was Super Bowl. Remember, that's how the Eagles won because Carson Wentz was hurt. That was the year he was going to win MVP, but then he got hurt right towards the end. Nick Foles took him the last 3 games, had the amazing run through the playoffs, won the Super Bowl, then got traded. Then came back later on.
So you saying Brady would have won them 6 Super Bowls with Belichick or not?
No, I don't think they would have won all of them. The first 3 definitely is more in Bill favor and that GM favor because they had a defense full of Hall of Famers that kept all them scores down, and Brady just had to come up with a clutch plays at the end. But again, you got to keep the scores down to keep the plays clutch. So definitely them first 3 people can kiss my ass. Brady didn't carry them to them.
Clutch plays at the end.
Yeah.
Hand to a running back, give me some yards so we can get a free.
No. The running back wasn't even involved in them. Them was short, accurate passes for first downs with no time left and no timeouts. But they had no timeouts. They had no time. They went the length of the field to get it in field goal range. They went the length of the field. Bruh, everybody can't do it.
But yes.
Everybody can't do it. If it was that easy, how many times do people have a chance to go the length of the field to win the game and cannot do it?
Because they have
regular games, not just the Super Bowl.
Because they have dumb
games.
play calling. They play calling will be, all right, give it to the running back. And then they get trapped on 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8 because they running back can't penetrate shit.
Hey, when you're a top-notch quarterback, you call your own plays. Especially in a no-huddle situation. You calling your own plays.
Brady was not calling his own play.
You calling your own plays.
Brady got a slant package to where it's a certain amount of plays that where it's all Edelman and all them coming in the inside.
That's what he liked. But even slants, though, you can't always say, oh, because it's a slant, it's going to work. What happened? How did Russell Wilson lose the damn Super Bowl?
That's not Brady,
Try to throw it. No, I'm saying, how did he lose? Everybody can't do it.
But that I'm saying it wasn't Brady. Like, Russell Wilson had a bad receiver trying to run a slant and he threw a bad pass.
Oh, no, he wasn't a bad receiver, man.
Bruh, that was a horrible route.
It wasn't even a horrible route. He just got jammed by a 6'3", 220-pound
horrible route.
cornerback. That was a behemoth.
But if you see the cornerback coming up, you slant ahead. Like,
I'm saying, it was on the goal line. Where was he going to go?
Slant ahead. No matter where he's at.
It was only the offensive line right there.
So, slant ahead.
Man, he couldn't get off the line. Like, bro, he couldn't get off the line.
It was the wide out. It wasn't the receiver on the line.
Well, first of all, they should have never put the ball in Russell Wilson's hands. No way.
Yeah, they should get run.
They should have gave it to Marshawn Lynch.
Man, I just think people say Patriots receivers weren't that good. They knew how to run that slant route.
They was good for Tom Brady.
They knew how to run that slant route very good.
It was good for Tom Brady. Because them dudes was all other places and wasn't all that successful. Like, he made Wes Welker damn near a Hall of Famer. Wes Welker had been in the league, been on teams, different quarterbacks.
Wait a minute. Wasn't Welker on the Broncos first? Or was
he was on the Broncos after.
Okay.
Yeah. He was with the Dolphins and shit.
Yeah, okay.
And was not good. And Tom Brady killed it with him. Randy Moss had a resurgence with him. He did, man. Randy Moss, bro, he was not looked at that time. He was not looked at as being that
thought
great.
He was getting old at that time. And when he went to them,
they thought he didn't want to play. He was laying on the sideline.
But it had nothing to do with he was if Randy Moss would have left the game before he went to the Patriots, he still would have made the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I don't know if it would have been first ballot though. Them Patriot years, breaking that touchdown record that Jerry Rice most touchdowns in a season record, all them additional yards he did to put himself.
Randy Moss got an icon award simply because people still say get Moss.
Yeah, but it changed though. It's two different Mosses. The original Moss was I blow right past you. You can't catch me, I catch it. Then later on, the Moss was I'm just out jumping you no matter where we at.
No, it was always
originally Moss just used to run past everybody.
No,
bro, look at all his early touchdowns. He would run right past you.
I grew up playing playground.
Chris Carter was the one going for the jump ball.
Maybe where y'all was. Okay, that's y'all thing. But in my hood, getting Moss was meaning you jumped, I jumped, and I got it. You got Moss, kid. Moss, we blowing past nobody. We didn't say you got Moss because getting Moss was something that you say in somebody's face at the time that shit happens. Like if I'm blowing past you, I'm not yelling, "You got Moss." No, you got burnt. That's what if I got past you, you just got burnt. If I catch over you, you got mossed. That's how we used to do it.
That's what it became. That's what it became.
No, from the beginning. Because that's all Randy Moss did. He was snatch over niggas. Like that's where that nigga just got mossed. It wasn't no blow pass.
Man,
yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
Like I said, I think Randy would have been I don't think he would have been first ballot.
Yeah, he would have.
I don't think so.
He's an icon.
He wasn't high enough in none of us until first of all, it's already hard for receivers to be in there anyway. Like the receivers always get pushed back.
Are you understand what I'm saying? Stats wouldn't have mattered. Randy Moss,
football. This not the
Randy
NBA,
Moss.
bro.
No. Randy Moss passed the level of a Deion Sanders stardom.
I don't know about that.
No, I'm saying he passed the level as meaning he made only certain athletes reach the level of in football reach the level of being recognized without their helmet. Only certain ones. Randy Moss passed that level to where when he took off his helmet and walked around the world, that's fucking Randy Moss. You knew who he was. It's so many, bruh. You'd be surprised how many during on season you walk through the airport and see hella NFL players and you don't even know who the fuck they are because you just don't know who the fuck they are. They just, man, that's a big ass nigga. I bet you that nigga play. And then it'd be some little niggas, just little cocky niggas. You like, damn, that nigga cocky. Nah, he too short. But they play in the NFL. But Randy Moss is a face that you see. That's fucking Randy Moss. He passed that level early. Cause I think at one point, did Randy Moss have shoes?
I think he did have some.
Bro, NFL players, you get shoe deals, that's big. That was before the Patriots. He made him, Chris Carter, and Little Cunningham made the Vikings hip. They made that cool. Everybody was liking purple and all types of shit. But Randy Moss was the leader of that band, though.
He was not the leader.
Yeah, he was.
He was the most famous one. He was not the leader. Chris Carter was the leader.
Chris Carter was the stat leader.
No, he was the leader of the team. He was the vocal leader. He was the leader on the field.
I'm talking about popularity.
That's what I said.
That's what I'm talking about. Iconic.
You said he was the leader.
I said leader of the band. He's the leader of the band. Tito was probably telling Michael Jackson to brush his teeth and shit, but Michael was the star. He was the one that was in the front with all the bitches pulling his clothes. Tito back there mad Michael, shut up! Brush your teeth! You gotta listen to me.
That's like Vic. You know what I'm saying? Vic was more famous than Randy Moss. And he might not get in on the first ballot. Because his numbers ain't up
Michael
to par.
Vick?
His numbers ain't
Michael
really
Vick
up to
ain't
par.
getting in because of the dog shit.
Man, the NFL don't care about that dog
yes,
shit.
They do.
As soon as he got out of jail, he had a job. They did not care about that dog stuff.
Bruh,
he got a job. He didn't have to wait at all. As soon as he got out, he got signed.
He did have to wait.
No, he did not wait one year. He came out and signed right with the Eagles.
It was people waiting on NFL's approval to sign him.
Man, people were saying, "Oh, you gonna be worried about the protests and all that?" Andy Reid said, "Look, I deal with it," and he signed that man. Right? Michael Vick went out of jail for 6 months, and he was on the Eagles in training camp. They was loving him, and by year 2, he had another $100 million some dollar contract.
That's because he killed that year.
Another $100 million some dollar contract.
I'm telling you, bro. They care about that shit. They care.
Now Ray Rice, he had to suffer. You know what I'm saying? People like that, they had to suffer. Vic got a job. Soon as he got out of jail, he got a documentary and a job. Soon as he got out of jail. Documentary, job.
I'm telling you.
He had money in his pocket immediately.
Some of these white folks still care about that.
Oh, yeah, they still mad, but
they still.
The NFL, they like, can you play? Can you play?
Hall of Fame is a totally different thing.
Ray Lewis.
It's voters and other. Now,
Ray Lewis killed somebody.
What may help him What may help him though is he's in the media now, and that's who votes.
That's
for
what
Hall
helped.
of
That's what a
Fame.
lot of people feel like helped Randy Moss. They said it was a very bad opinion amongst the media on Randy Moss before he actually got in the media.
Yeah,
Very bad opinion. Media people were not fans of Moss.
yeah. So since he does that now, he might have a better chance because he does a lot of TV.
I think Vic
and
should
all
get in.
that.
I don't think he should be looked
I
at
didn't
as just
say
a quarterback.
I didn't say he
But
shouldn't.
I
get in.
understand why he wouldn't go first ballot though. I do
What?
understand.
I don't understand why, because he's the leader of.
He was a highlight specialist, but
He's
they
the
didn't
leader of
do
that.
a ton of winning.
See, I guess you don't see how I judge my Hall of Fame. You should catch the trend. I like icons.
Yeah, obviously you do like icons.
I like guys who make me fall in love with a sport or fall in love with something. And most of my guys aren't winners, but they make me fall in love. Like Barry Sanders. He wasn't a winner, but he made me want to be a running back.
Oh, Barry won. They didn't win the Super Bowl, but he was limited as a running back. Your impact is only so big.
No. I'm going off your scale. Winning chips. And
Even going to the playoffs.
I'm just saying, bruh. I get what you're saying. But winner, he wasn't a winner. He didn't win no rings. Win nothing. Okay? But he was like a walking highlight reel. Icon. Barry Sanders. Icon. Barry Bonds. Icon. King Griffey Jr.
Barry Bonds got an
icon.
argument to be the greatest baseball player of all time.
King Griffey Jr. Icon.
Willie Mays.
I don't really know much about Willie
He got
Mays.
another argument to be the greatest of all time.
I really don't know much about Willie Mays.
Hank Aaron.
I mean, every white guy's favorite baseball player is a black guy. It's Willie Mays, Hank Aaron. It's rarely people that mention Babe Ruth.
I don't think I've ever seen a list of greatest baseball player where he ain't either number one.
Who Babe Ruth?
Yeah, he pretty much number one on every universal
But
list.
when you ask people, bro, they say Hank Aaron, Willie Mays,
Yeah, but they go to the when you played, or you got Babe Ruth that played in the 1920s, and then you got these dudes that played way more recently.
I'm just saying.
They played 50 years after him. So, yeah, people are like, I know him. That's what I like because I know him.
I'm just saying.
But Babe Ruth was out there fucking throwing shutouts as a pitcher. Leading the league as fucking a hitter. Like,
But who's it?
crazy. He
I
was
don't
built
know,
like
man.
a dad, though. He had the dad bod, like a bug. I don't think he the greatest of all time, but I understand why.
don't.
I understand why. Because you want to talk about what he was doing, especially in his era, is
Bro, they
unquestioned.
wasn't even pitch. They was pitching like 70 miles per hour balls and shit. It wasn't even pitching that fast back then. Like now they hitting 90 miles per hour and shit.
I mean, Barry Bonds, though, he really the GOAT. For real. They just don't want to get it to him because, you know, it was a few years with the steroids. But he was doing that because the pitchers was taking steroids, too. But nobody want to talk about that.
All right, so what about? Okay, well,
That man got 7 MVPs.
who else? Icons. Allen Iverson, icon.
Icon.
Fucking Vince Carter, icon. He better be first ballot as soon as he's eligible. Like, he has some of the greatest dunks I've ever seen in my life.
The NBA is definitely about who is about stardom more than it is about what you actually did on the court.
Bo Jackson.
Vince gonna get in.
Now, Bo Jackson, he sucked in the NFL.
No, he didn't. Bo Jackson was dope.
Bro, he was not that good.
Bo Jackson
His
was
stats,
dope. Until he fucked his hip up, he was, man, Bo Jackson was crazy.
Bruh.
Before he messed that hip up.
Yeah, his stats was not all that great.
Man, Bo was a killer.
Deion Sanders, icon.
Yeah. But Deion Sanders still to go to his position.
Running his mouth.
No, cornerback. Ain't no cornerback has ever played corner better than Deion.
What's his name had a chance? Richard Sherman had a chance. but he fucked it up with his
you
mouth.
You can't put Richard Sherman alone by itself. Richard Sherman has always had help over the top in that cover 3.
But
always.
But what I'm saying is like
Deion, they would move the help to the other side. It'll literally just be him and the wide receiver. That's it. Yeah, Richard struggles with speed, guys that speed and guys that can run good routes. Big dudes, he take them out the game. Goal line, you out the game.
Oh, what's my guy name?
Darrell Reeves?
Nah, D'Angelo Hall. You remember him?
Yeah, he's good. He's pretty good.
Oh, he was nice. He was nice.
He had his years. He was real good.
Yeah, and he had a big decline. But yeah, he was a good cornerback.
He was a small corner too.
Champ Bailey.
Champ Bailey was nice. He was dope.
He was the fastest corner in the league at one point.
He was
the fastest player in the league at one point.
Champ was dope. He was probably the closest thing at his very prime. He was probably the closest thing, him and Reeves, that you could say, okay.
Yeah, Reeves was nice.
I could see some shades of Deion.
But
Deion would go out there, bruh, and just lock it down on D and then come in and catch touchdowns. And then run back punts.
Yeah.
And then, Deion was just crazy.
Or what he did, played an NFL playoff game.
Yeah.
And then went and played a baseball
These cats
playoff
nowadays,
game.
they don't have that in them.
That's crazy.
They don't have that type of stuff in them. They like, I need rest. I need to rejuvenate myself. I need to zen. I need load management.
That nigga, and to this day, he still act like he ain't slowed down a notch.
Nah, he haven't, man. T.I. probably could come and give you some snaps right now. He might not be at the start, but he could probably come and give you some snaps right now.
You know the nigga out there with them kids.
Yeah. I mess with Deion, man.
And they starting to hate on him now.
Why?
They saying he his recruiting methods are a violation.
What do they feel like he promising them?
They said he's using his likeness to. That's the point of a
recruitment. What do they think Nick Saban do? What do they think Urban Meyer do? When they walk in your living room, you know who they are. Damn, that's Urban Meyer. Damn, that's Nick Saban. Your name does it. They can't get mad when he walk in the room that he the biggest name now. Because I know you heard they trying to get Marshall Faulk to coach at HBCU. They trying to just got hired. Eddie George. Yeah, I think it was Eddie George.
Oh man, Eddie George.
Yeah, I think it was Eddie George, running back
for the Oilers.
Yeah, he HBCU.
Formerly Oilers, then Tennessee Titans, and then what are they? Tennessee Titans.
They still Titans. Well,
no, they're not.
They still the Titans.
The Titans switched to the Chargers, I thought.
They like swapped franchises at one point. I think it was like
the Titans not a franchise no more, is it?
Oh yeah, Tennessee Titans is still a franchise, still in the AFC South.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Who played for them?
Derrick Henry.
Oh
Ryan
yeah,
Tannehill.
okay. Yeah. You're right. yeah. I was like, what?
Man, some people feel like that's the best running back in the league. I don't know what team he played for. People loving Derrick Henry.
I thought Derrick Henry played for the Chargers. I thought.
Nah, it was another black dreadhead, and that's real racist of you. But it is another. They did have a black running back.
That's the thing about the NFL. That's the thing about the
Gordon
NFL.
Played for the Chargers.
It's not too many guys who are known without that helmet. Like
you would know him, dog. He's like a ridiculously huge man, and he wears his hair a certain way, damn near all the time.
The helmet. I just noticed the helmet and dreads. I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
That's all I know.
You don't notice the size difference? That this dude is fucking ridiculously huge?
No. I just
noticed man.
The helmet and dreads. Now, the
guys. Gronkowski's an icon.
Let me name the guys I recognize without a helmet.
Rob Gronkowski. Oh, you recognize Gronk?
Yeah,
you recognize Gronk.
I recognize Gronk. I recognize
Brady.
Russell Wilson. I recognize. I don't know. I get Brady confused with Tom Cruise.
Come on, man, Brady.
They like that superhero. Butt chin.
Well, I can't even say who I recognize because I'm just like that. Like I can recognize a lot of players. You be like, who is that? Like I know what a lot of them look like.
I wouldn't. I'm naming the guys I literally would be able to recognize. AB, I'll be able to recognize him. Ezekiel Elliott only because I seen him multiple times. He from the crib.
Dak.
Nah, I wouldn't be able to recognize.
You can't recognize Dak?
Nah, he just look like a light skinned dude with a beard.
Oh no, man.
I
can recognize Dak like a bug, bro.
Like I seen his face, but I think if I seen him in public, I don't think I'll be able to recognize him.
Man,
I don't think I would. Who else? Odell Beckham. I'll be able to recognize him.
What about Baker Mayfield?
Nah, bro.
He got 100 million commercials.
I don't even know what he look like now for real. I'm trying to picture him in my head, kind of.
He just look normal, but he got 100 million commercials.
What?
They was promoting the hell out of him.
He got black hair, brown hair,
Dark brown hair.
See, I don't know.
Would you recognize Peyton Manning?
Hey man, hell yeah. He's an icon. That's because he's funny. I like that guy. I love Peyton Manning.
Would you recognize Aaron Rodgers?
Nah. I don't know. Nah, I don't think I never liked Aaron Rodgers. Not like on a personal level, just like
As a player?
yeah, I never thought he was everybody be like, oh, he's just great arm and I'm like
That's how I felt about Peyton Manning for a long time. I like Peyton personally because he is hilarious. Peyton might be the most hilarious quarterback that done played, dog.
Yeah.
His sense of humor and his timing with his jokes.
Yeah.
But I used to be like, what is the big fascination with this dude that throw all these yards all regular season and shit on himself in the playoffs? And it's not like it's nobody else's fault. Like, he played bad. Like, one playoff game, he threw like fucking 6 picks. It's just horrible. And he was a vet.
Stop talking about Peyton.
He was a vet.
Peyton Manning was a GOAT.
No, he's not a GOAT. Right now, it's just one guy that's the GOAT of quarterbacks, and then there's one guy that's behind him. That's just some distance in between them. And everybody else is just take your pick on what you like and who you like. You got Brady, you got Montana, and then you got a nice little group of elite quarterbacks. Peyton in that group. Peyton, Breeze, Favre, John Elway, Dan Marino, them types.
So your number one is Brady?
Yeah, bro. Like I used to argue it. You can't really argue it, man. At this point, he breeds success and culture. He changes cultures.
You let rings do all that to you.
Bro, all that success he brings, he just changes the culture. That Patriot way, Tom Brady is the Patriot way, man. He is, bro. He's the Patriot, and he took it to Tampa.
No, Tampa just needed.
No, bro.
somebody who
Tampa
wasn't
was
gonna turn it.
undisciplined as a mug. They had some good individual pieces, but they had no leadership on that team, no accountability on that team, and they had a big mouth coach. That's it. Jameis was supposed to come in there and be a leader, you know what I'm saying, and lead them into something. He couldn't do it because he's not a good leader. I don't know why they thought he was going to be a good leader. He showed how immature he was in college, just doing stupid shit for no reason. They got a real leader in there. That whole culture changed. Everybody, they believe so much in Tom Brady. All of them took less than market value to stay there. Every dude that was a free agent, they signed everybody back, and they all took less than what they could have got because they believe in him so much.
No, that's because they coming off a winning season.
Because
So
they
you wanna
believe in
do
him,
it
bro.
all.
If Tom Brady, if you insert any other quarterback, they not doing that. There's no other quarterback in the league or that done played that you can trust like Tom Brady. Even the Patriots, they see what's up. They thought they could bring Cam in there. You know what I'm saying? And I used to be a big Cam fan. I thought you want to bring him. Okay, he can do what Brady did. No, he can't do what Brady did. Brady had that same team. They was 12-4.
See, wait, hold on. I'm sorry.
Bro, he wasn't
Let
good.
me interrupt you real quick.
Go ahead.
This the shit I be talking about.
What?
This why these refs think they bigger than the game. Breaking news. NBA referee Tony Brown will not officiate for the rest of the season after being diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. He's been an NBA ref for a total of 19 seasons. I'm sorry he's got cancer. Prayers up to him. Much high. They be giving these refs a lot of press.
Why? Why not?
All right.
They're a huge part of the game.
That's the problem. They know that. Of course, they're just to officiate the game to make sure it goes right. They're not there to change the game and make the game about them.
You got some that do that. But I think they did a good job of getting them type of refs out. Like the Joey Crawfords of the world, they did a good. I don't really think there's nobody that's too much like that no more.
Man,
where they try to take the game.
Some
over.
of them guys get personal with certain dudes.
It's possible. They humans. It's possible. Because some of these players think they can say what the fuck they want to say just because they're a player. And I don't blame some of the refs sometimes. Like, bruh, you're not just going to say whatever. Well, I'm frustrated. I don't give a fuck. Like, you're not going to just say whatever.
If I'm not directing it towards you,
but sometimes they do be directing it towards them. Just because they don't catch it on camera don't mean it. Don't mean them dudes don't be directing stuff at them.
If nobody gets in my face and they just talking shit, I'm be like,
but some of them do, and they follow them around the court, getting right behind them, screaming and yelling and saying all that stuff.
That's different. I understand that. All that stuff be justified. Like, all that stuff be justified. Sometimes they'll give somebody a tech or somebody, a tech for yelling, man, that's some bullshit. Like, yo.
They know who you talking to.
That nigga mad.
He yelling at her, but they know who you directed it at.
But you can still say that. You're not like I'm a grown ass man.
They need to let some of it go.
I'm a grown ass man, bro.
But we don't know what they being told in their meetings though, or what the league is saying, because it's not looked at as just a sporting event. It's looked at as a family entertainment situation.
If the league is saying shit about that, then they have some.
If the league didn't feel like that, the league do a good job of when they feel like some shit is wrong, coming out and saying, "Oh no, we ain't like that. That wasn't right. We gonna talk to our refs." Even when they make calls that the league don't agree with, they be like, "Nah, that was a wrong call. Nah, that after looking at the tape, that was wrong. He fucked that up." And they grade them. Like, these dudes get graded. You can't just be any old ref and think you finna be doing playoff games, finals games. Like, they be on that. That's why I'm saying I think some of that stuff, man, they blame the refs, but I think some of that stuff, man, the league be directing them like, hey, some of that stuff, man, them cats by the sidelines and stuff, and they, having these curse fits. Sometimes it be little 4-year-old kids, and you can't tell them, hey, you paid to be here. If I want to cuss, I'm the athlete. Like, bro, you still, at the end of the day, part of your job is not screaming out cuss words. It's to play basketball. If they wanted to outlaw, you know what I'm saying, yelling out cuss words, they can if they felt like it. They not, but they could. Just like any job where you got to face customers. You saying offensive things.
I'm a grown ass man
that's working a job. You getting paid to work a job. It's a game, but it's still a job.
It's a job.
It's still a job. Do you get a paycheck? Do you want your paycheck in full? It's still a job.
Hit him with that.
It's still a job.
It's still a job.
That's what they say when they make the moves. They say, hey, it's a business. And the NFL, if you look up NBA or any sporting event nowadays, it's a family entertainment event. And some people don't want to bring their 4-year-old kid there. And you tell me, what the fuck? Man, this motherfucking, oh my fucking God, what the fuck is wrong with you? That wasn't a fucking fact. Like, bro.
Well,
like,
if that's the case.
You a grown man. I'm grown too. I got a child. I paid my money to be here. I paid to watch basketball, not to hear you get in an emotional tirade because you can't stop fouling. Because they be wrong. Some players be wrong.
The players are always wrong?
95% of the time. They never think they foul. They never think they foul, and they always think they are getting fouled. I have yet to see a time where one of these dudes flip out and it really don't be a foul. Because they always replay it. They be like, this way get mad. And you look at it, you be like, bro, that's a foul. But they never think they foul. Even the best defenders never think they foul.
I don't. Sometimes it don't be a foul.
No, they never think they foul. Now, sometimes the degree of the foul, like sometimes they change what I think should be regular fouls into flagrants. Now, some of that be wrong, but it do be a foul. But them cats never think they foul. And the biggest crybaby in the league is, damn, Luka Doncic. I'm so sick of his crying. That's all. He spent most of the game just crying. The officials going to hate him. It's going to be playoff time. He's going to get no calls, bro. He's going to get no calls.
Well, if he get another tech, he out.
He just got threw out, last night? He just got threw out the game. Whenever his last game was, he got ejected.
The game before.
No, his last game, he got ejected for hitting, what's his name, in the nuts? The Cavaliers dude.
Nah,
hitting him in the
so
nuts.
if he get ejected,
Do them count as a tech? If it do ejected, count as a tech?
Yeah, that's a tech.
Well, he can suspend it then. He was ejected for the groin shot. He hit old boy in the groin.
It may be after
He pulled
that.
the old Chris Paul.
It may be after that if he gets ejected again because he just played the last game.
You know what I'm saying? His last game was when he got ejected. He was under the hoop going for a rebound against whatever the Cavaliers guard is.
What was that, yesterday?
I think Colin Sexton. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Colin Sexton and got ejected.
Well, he
for hitting him in the nuts.
Game, then.
Hey, that's that old Chris Paul special. Pop you, piss me off, pop you right in the nuts.
John King said it's still a job, but you still a grown man. Everybody has choices.
Yeah, and that's why when you choose to cuss and get fined or get tech, that's your business. But don't come complaining about it. You knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
You can choose to do it, but don't. That's what I'm saying. People want to be able to make their choices and don't want nothing to happen to them. And they want to just use the excuse, I'm grown. You could be grown. You got a mouth. You can say whatever you want to say. But understand, when you say whatever you want to say, the owners of the business, they going to do what they feel like is best in their business.
But it's under the ref's discretion, though.
Yeah, some refs might let it slide. Some don't.
Man, fuck all that.
But what's the rule, though? See, because sometimes refs let things
The
slide.
rule is, bitch-ass nigga, if I ain't staring at you or talking to you, is not towards you. Shit.
So, yeah, man, I know you have said things about refs. You might not be talking directly, looking at them in the eyes, but you be talking directly about them. And you say it loud enough so you can be heard by them. But you say, if I'm not looking you in your face, it doesn't matter.
If I'm not looking at you, I'm not talking to you. I'm just trying to get out what I'm trying to say.
So the refs, about if they right there, you like, man, these motherfucking refs don't know what the fuck they doing. You got
I'm not
looking
talking
at
to him. I'm not. I'm not. It don't even sound like I'm talking to him. I said,
man.
if I'm saying these refs don't know what the fuck they doing.
After a call. After a call.
I'm not talking to them.
That
Now,
say.
if I would have said, you don't know what you doing.
What other refs
that's
are
me
there?
talking to you. Me saying, you, ref,
So you saying
you don't
it's a
know
big
what you doing.
coincidence. After a call, you make that statement.
After that call,
it's a coincidence that it just happened like that.
No, it's
I
not.
be talking about any ref.
It's
What
not
you
a
mean?
coincidence. It's not a coincidence. I'm saying what I want to say in my head out of my mouth.
And that's what they heard. And it goes to their ears, and they like, oh, no, you tripping.
No. I'm not talking to you. I'm saying what I think about you out of my mouth right now. I'm not talking about you.
Oh,
I'm saying
man.
what I think.
Bruh.
I'm saying you don't know what the fuck you doing. No, I didn't say that. These refs don't know what the fuck they doing. Right? I ain't talking to you.
man.
That sounds like I'm talking to somebody else. These refs don't know what the fuck they doing,
Man,
bro.
I heard you say stuff directly about a particular ref, and you don't be saying it, looking them in the
fuck
face.
them refs,
but you
man.
definitely saying stuff directly about a ref.
Hey, man, look.
He'll make a case, and you'll be like, man, that dude know what the fuck he doing.
Because
Like, you done said that dude, you done said this nigga, you done said all type of shit.
nah, I ain't never said
Yeah,
that.
you be like, man, this nigga got a problem with me, bruh. He ain't even making it about the kids. He just got an issue with me. And that shit lame. Like, you lame as fuck for that.
I say that shit all day. Lame as fuck. And then I say that to them, though.
I know. you said directly. That's why when you don't say it directly to him, like, that nigga talking to me. He talking because you have said it directly to him.
When it gets to the point when I'm talking to them, we didn't pass many stages.
Man, you have a total reputation amongst the referee community. If it was a ref union of AAU, you would be right on the board as like the Al Capone of the fucking ref union. They see you cover, they say, hey, 10 fouls on Drake team. On 3. 1, 2, 3. 10 fouls.
That is not true.
Man. I wish I could sit in the room when they had a little, when they got to fly all to that one place and go through a little seminar. I wish I could be in there. You may come up on the projector screen. If anybody runs into this guy right here. Oh, man.
Man, fuck them refs. The ones I don't like. Fuck
but I just like in any business. It's just like if you know what I'm saying, in your job, if you around a customer or something and you doing whatever service you doing for them and you just go on a cussing tirade and they call in on you, are you going to be like, man, I'm grown? Or you going to be like, you know what? I'm on these people's property and that was real inappropriate of me to just flip out on somebody's front like that.
Man.
But there's people like that, bro, that just go and they want to see the game. Like, they don't want to hear some grown man just flipping out, saying every cuss word they know. Because some people don't use a lot of cuss words around their young kids like that. I mean, a lot of black families do, but there's people that don't. But a lot of them black families don't be sitting second, third row back to hear that shit.
Don't bring their ass to a grown man game.
It's a family entertainment game. It's them little fans that's going to be the people buying that merchandise.
That shit is rated.
That's who they be wanting. The merch, and they going to get older. Then they going to be the ones watching the game, bringing their kids.
Hey, before the game, they rate the NBA PG-13, don't they?
I think so.
Yeah, so.
But I don't know what it is now. You right. It used to be. I don't know what it is now.
That's what I'm saying. If they got a rating on it and it's saying parent guardian, you need to give
the parent is there.
You get a permission. So you preparing them for listening to the bullshit.
I've seen PG-13 movies, and they don't be saying the stuff some of these players be saying when they be getting tagged.
They blurred it out.
You can't blur it out on a live action court, though.
That's up to you to bring. It's like you bringing your kid to an NBA or NFL or a baseball game is like taking your kid to the bar, because you're taking them around a whole bunch of drunk men who's yelling. And then it's sexist because there's a lot of naked women. Not naked, but
scantily clad.
Yes.
Scantily clad.
It's a lot of shit they don't show on TV.
Yeah. That
goes on. And them girls be out there twerking, all types of shit, dude. Yeah.
I finally seen that league that you and Bug was talking about in Atlanta.
Oh, the basketball?
Yeah, girl. I'm like, man, are they even really playing basketball?
They can't hoop either. That's what I'm saying. Shaking their butt and stuff like that. But I'm saying, bro, that's like taking your kid to the bar, bro. Like, you should know what you bring your kids to.
I mean, I don't, like I said,
you might even sit by that drunk man that don't give a fuck. Man, you fucking suck, LeBron. Like, and your son is just looking like, Dad, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
Yeah, but if
that's not the NBA fault.
He got to get beat up though. You can't talk to LeBron like that. You can't talk to the ghosts of the game like that.
Look at this guy.
I didn't say goat. I said goats. He the goat of this era. His era. I told you I'm gonna start breaking up by eras. He the goat of his era.
All right, that's cool.
He's one of the legacy players of the game.
That's cool. I accept it. I accept it. That's enough. That's all I like to hear right there. Is you to understand who the fucking man is. As long as you understand. All right, we finna move on to something else. Let's get into some music. Real quick. Chip Swag playoffs. Let's go.
Swagger, yeah. You know them be my brothers for real, yeah. OMB, nigga. Yeah. I can't take no days off. I just gotta play off. Feel like I'm in the playoffs. Man, this shit gon' pay off. I swear this shit gon' pay off. Niggas watching while we take off. I can't take no days off. I just gotta play off. Feel like I'm in the playoffs. Man, this shit gon' pay off. I swear this shit gon' pay off. Niggas watching while we take off. I can't take no days off. For really, I'm a straight boss. None of my niggas laid off. Watch us as we take off. I'm so clutch in the playoffs. Girl, I'm a straight dog. I swear this shit that swag sauce. She love a nigga swag talk. But bitch, you got a bag off. You throwing a nigga swag off. With all that fucking nag on. And I ain't got no time for it. Man, these boys so void. These niggas ain't making no noise. We winning, check the scoreboard. We winning and you damn know it. For really, we gon' damn show it. This money, we gon' damn blow it. I can't take no days off. I just gotta play off. Feel like I'm in the playoffs. Man, this shit gon' pay off. I swear this shit gon' pay off. Niggas watching while we take off. I can't take no days off. I just gotta play off. Feel like I'm in the playoffs. Man, this shit gon' pay off. I swear this shit gon' pay off. Niggas watching while we take off. I'm in a Hemi or a vet. I ain't let them down yet. Grab a bag, snatch a check. I'm a swag when I flex. You ain't doing what I'm doing. You ain't did what I did. You don't gotta be humble when you out here spending what I spend. I'm doing my thing, they tell me that. Make it look easy, run up the stats. Fuck the long, no, I'm going for it. We been up, check the scoreboard. I can get you a play of some gas and I don't even blow it. I fucked your bitch, she happy and you don't even know it. We running that motion, man, it's do or die. Play with the fam, you're running some suicides. Running that coupe, that third person gon' barely fit inside. It feel like the playoffs, I'm getting my playoff. You see how I played off, nigga, I'm getting mine. Ain't no days off. I just gotta play off. Feel like I'm in the playoffs. Man, this shit gon' pay off. I swear this shit gon' pay off. Niggas watching while we take off. I can't take no days off. I just gotta play off. Feel like I'm in the playoffs. Man, this shit gon' pay off. I swear this shit gon' pay off. Niggas watching while we take off. Swag.
Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. Did you know this? A U.S. tax court has handed a major victory to the estate of Michael Jackson in years-long battle, finding the IRS wildly inflated the value of Jackson's assets and imagined at the time of his death, leading to his estate tax bill that was far too high. The tax department had put the value of three disputed aspects of Jackson's worth at the time of his 2009 death at about a U.S. $482 million. In his decision issued a week, Judge Mark Holmes put the figure at only $111 million, far closer to the estate's own estimate. So that means they taxed the hell out of his shit. While the IRS put it at 161, Holmes ruled it was just 4.5 million, 15 million. You know, dispute Jackson on all accounts of his 2005 child molestation. The allegations continue to dog him. Yeah, bro, they was overtaxing the hell out of him.
Man, the whole system of taxation is set up to overtax everybody at every level. Even if you're rich, like we look at rich people, they should pay so much more in taxes. But like when you look at what they gotta pay based on what their income is, like if we had to pay that shit, we'd all be hot. And I do mean we would be hot.
So have you seen the new Mortal Kombat yet?
Yes, I have seen it.
All right, so we can talk about it.
Yes.
Cole Young, was he needed?
For that storyline.
Oh,
he was
fuck
needed.
no.
He wasn't needed for the normal, what we know about it, but for that storyline, I guess it worked. What I didn't like was, one, I didn't care for the Liu Kang character they had. He was a little aloof and weird. You know what I'm saying? The other Luke Kane from the 90s had swag.
Yeah,
Like,
he had swag and he was bigger.
yeah, he was bigger and had swag.
This
like,
Luke
that
Kane was
Luke
like
Kane.
a little,
like a little kid almost,
like
a teenager type.
But that's in the story. That's what he was supposed to be. He was supposed to be a young kid that Raiden chose to train. You know what I mean?
Well, they spoiled us with that one in the 90s because that nigga was a nigga you want to emulate. Like he was out there like a souped up Bruce Lee. Like,
Yeah,
hey, that dude. Now that was Luke Kane. He like the one off the game.
I kind of like the fatalities they did. They never done that before. Like
I like my boy with the hat.
oh yeah. But what's the name did is he ripped his heart out, old boy heart out.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sub-Zero did the frozen arms to Jax.
They finally gave Sub-Zero a little bit more of a storyline with him because in the other movie he was just like a dude that was there. Like
He was
like it was nothing to him.
He was
He
a
was just
henchman.
dude. Yeah,
he was a
just
henchman.
yeah, just a dude that was there.
Yeah.
And I guess we understand Scorpion a little bit more. I didn't know Scorpion was not a evil dude. They always made it seem like he was always.
Nah, you ain't see. They
up.
got a movie. They got a movie called Scorpion. It's a cartoon movie though,
Okay.
but it tells that story that they told in the beginning.
Ah.
Like Sub-Zero's clan came and killed his whole clan, and he wanted revenge. So his soul went to hell because he tried to fight back for revenge. So his soul went to hell, and he fought his way out and destroyed the devil and he destroyed one of the devil's henchmen and took one of his powers. That was the fire thing, and sucked the chain into him and all that.
I feel like they should have did a little bit more with Raiden. I feel like his character was kind of dry. Like he was there for like,
Bruh, I said on
a couple times. I said on like
I said on what's the name? I was like, Raiden looked like a Chinese fry cook. Like he didn't look like he wasn't stopping shit.
yeah, he ain't like he want no smoke.
Yeah, I was just like, what?
What you think of the Shang Tsung character?
Shang Tsung?
Yeah.
He didn't fight. He just black smoked his way through everything. So,
Mm-hmm. What do you think about Jax? That Jax versus the other Jax.
I like the concept to where how he got his arms ripped by Sub-Zero.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, like, when they put them little arms on him, that he was gonna, cause he was smart himself. I thought he was gonna create his big arms over it. But then that magical, how they magically got bigger and shit because that was his.
He had to like unlock him or whatever.
That was stupid.
I mean, but on the other movie, it was stupid because remember in the one movie, I think it was the second one, he fucking like ripped the fucking arms off, like took the arm off. I'm like, bro, I thought they supposed to be bionic mechanical arms. Like he took them off, like I don't need these. You remember?
Oh
like,
yeah,
I don't need these. And then he started,
with his regular hand.
Yeah, I'm like, I thought these supposed to be like bionic arms, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I didn't
that?
understand that
Yeah,
either.
I'm like, what is
I didn't
this?
understand that one.
That's
that
probably
one
why
either.
they have another one.
Yeah, I didn't understand that one either. Yeah, and he was fighting a regular.
You think they're gonna have another one to this one, like with Shao Kahn, like they did?
Yeah, they gonna have another one. Cause he at the end he was like, I'm going to find Johnny Cage. Well, he didn't say his name, but
yeah, we saw the little poster thing.
yeah, the poster and shit.
Johnny Cage was always did you like Johnny Cage? He was always a fan favorite. From the games and all
I ain't
that.
like they just liked him because he was the American character. He's an American celebrity, Hollywood dude that did the splits and punched people in the nuts.
That was everybody's mood. That was their favorite move.
Mm-hmm.
I like the what character? My boy with the 4 arms, like technology.
Goro.
Yeah,
Goro.
yeah. The technology really has came a long way. Because you think about, like, because I watched the old movies not too long ago, and you think about, like, where it came from to where it is, like, man.
Yeah. The other one mouth was moving like, it was like, oh, weird. like a grandma.
And then I didn't know Sonya was gonna kill my dude with the eye.
Yeah, she always killed him in every movie. Cause they the ones that had the big beef. I didn't like
It was
how they
weird because I didn't know he was on their team and then switched teams.
Yeah, he was always bad, so I knew he was
Mm-hmm.
gonna switch. I was like, cause I was confused. He was on the. I'm like, why
Yeah,
is this nigga chilling with them?
Training and stuff.
And it was just a moment of time before that nigga switched. I was like, oh yeah, I knew he was gonna do that.
It made sense. What you think about Cabal?
Cabal, that's the
Oh.
yeah. They didn't really explain his character, like how he got all that shit. I didn't like how everybody got their powers or whatever.
You didn't like them. It seemed like it was too condensed. Like it's just like they did it too fast.
Yeah. Like it was like, oh, well, all I gotta do is get mad.
Come here for a couple of days.
Like, yeah, I could have did shit. You know what I mean? Like, is it the place that got me the powers, or I was gonna do this if I got mad or something? Like, damn.
They need to let Ryan Coogler do the next one.
Oh my God, you and that dude.
Bro, that's my cat. He only make hits, Street. He only make hits. But if not, you can get my boy from Marvel to do it too.
Who?
What's my dude name? The one that do a lot of the Marvel movies.
You see the caption? She crazy.
See if I can figure out what's my guy's name. Cause he good too. I fuck with a lot of his stuff too. You watching you seen the Spider-Man dude they making a movie about? Morbius. Yeah, he was a dude. He was like an anti-hero type. He was a cat that transformed into like the vampire or whatever. I seen the preview. The preview make it look dope.
He had to do with Spider-Man?
Yeah, he was
Talking about Venom?
No, Morbius. He was he had blue skin. He was a vampire cat. He had a little girlfriend. He used to wear the black like trench coat on Spider-Man.
I think I know what you're talking about. And like blue hair.
Josh Whedon. That's the director from Avengers.
He was in Spider-Man?
Morbius? Yeah. Especially in the cartoon. He was mostly in the cartoons.
Based on
the comic
Morbius,
books.
a leading Spider-Man? No, based on Biochemist Morbius tries to cure himself of a rare blood disease, but when his experiment goes wrong, he inversely infects himself with a form of vampirism instead. So he's not a real vampire.
Mm-mm. He kind of like the Spider-Man version, but with bats. If that makes some type of sense.
Yeah, I've never heard of. Never heard of.
Oh yeah, man. The dude.
When they come out, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's coming out. They got that coming out. They do got your Venom 2. That's coming. They gonna have Carnage in this one.
They
I can't wait to see that.
They got a new Spider-Man coming out.
You gonna check out that little Chinese cat? I don't really know too much about his character, but you know I just like kung fu type movies and Marvel. Most of they shit be on point.
What?
What's his name? How you say his name? Shang Chen. You know the movie that they coming out with when they was doing all the Asian hate stuff and everything. They got the first Marvel, you know, I don't know if he Asian. I don't want to sound politically incorrect, but Asian type guy. can't think of his name. I can't think of his name.
Good.
Shang-Chi is coming out this year. 2021. I do believe he is Asian. Look like it's mainly an Asian cast too. Kind of like what they did with Black Panther and Wakanda, having that heavy black cast like they did. Gonna be like that, but kind of like what Asians seem like. They got the Black Widow movie coming out, the Eternals. You gonna check out the Eternals? And Black Widow. They got that new Spider-Man coming out.
I don't know about Black Widow.
You don't like Black Widow? You ain't no fan of Black Widow?
Nah, she ain't got no superpowers.
Man, she
I
just
was just looking at
she an intelligent, deadly assassin.
Yeah. I could respect her though, because I like Batman. Because she's on the same spectrum as Batman, but
maybe this will change your view.
She
Maybe
ain't
if you
got
get some
enough
time,
money.
you'll check it out. Maybe this movie change your view and open up her profile a little bit more.
I just don't like the name Black Widow. Because you know what Black Widows do?
Kill they mate.
Exactly. Sound like she just killed men.
You know, in a lot of these movies she do. It could be by coincidence, could be by design. Who knows?
I'm saying.
Who knows?
I ain't gonna like somebody who killed my kind. See, white man, I'm for us. God damn, they gotta understand.
Man,
We for everybody.
hey, what I can say, man, about this year, please, everyone, do not let this last year and a half discourage you in the stock market.
How did you segue into that?
Seriously.
What?
I just was thinking about this, man. I got to make sure to get it out because the stock market for some people has been extremely good, and for some it's been so volatile since the start of the pandemic, bro. Like, I don't want people to be like, man, that shit like rolling dice. I'm not gonna. It's really not. It's really you can come up with different strategies. It's certain companies you can invest in and see steady, you know what I'm saying, growth over time. But it has been extremely volatile. Something that's worth $1 something one day is worth $5, $10 the next day. Some shit that's worth $11 is worth $60 some dollars, and within 5 months, it's just been crazy. It's been a crazy market the last year and a half. Crazy. Please don't think jumping in is all gonna be as easy as Dogecoin and Bitcoin and stuff like that, where it's like, oh, I invest in this and within 2 months, you know what I'm saying, I get a 300% growth. Like it's not like
I didn't
that.
triple my money with everything.
Exactly, it is not like that.
A lot of people would think when you get into it, it's like gambling.
Yeah,
It's like when I put $5 on the table on blackjack, oh, I'm gonna win $5 back. Nah, it's not. It's not that.
yeah, it's definitely not that.
Ain't no 4-to-1 odds or shit like that. 2-to-1 odds.
You just gotta look at the companies, man, that you're investing in, see who you believe in, see what they got going, and be patient. Like, patience is one of the keys when it comes to stuff.
Why they call it investing?
Yeah, patience is everything. And don't look at it every day, because you be messed up if you try to look at it every day. Because you may have a bad week one week, sell everything, then the next week
Depends on what you trading.
it's
now.
double.
If you trade in crypto, look at it.
Yeah,
every day.
yeah, crypto, yes.
Because you can move, you can trade that all day. All day, 24/7. You can trade crypto, depending on what app you got. I don't know if all the apps are 24 hours.
I would think so.
Should be. Because the market don't close for crypto. So you can take some money in, put some money in, take some money out. Put some money in, take some money out.
I think
Put a big share in.
I think
go
your
up
I think
1%,
your
take
way
it out.
of what you doing when you was like what you used to do early on was, I think that's a good way for a lot of people. Come up with a number in your head that if it hits this number, you're gonna sell and take your profit. Don't try to be too greedy.
Oh, yeah.
When I first started getting into a drink, it was like, man, what I do is before I buy it, I say, okay, if it hits this, I'm selling it. Whatever happens after that, I don't care. Like, if it hits this, I'm selling it.
Yeah, because I know, hey, that's the gains that I want right there. And if it goes up more, I'm going to be sad. I'm be like, dang,
I probably should have stayed with it. But see, you one of them people that they describe as you cut losses quickly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get in, you get out. Get in, you get out.
Fuck that, because I didn't see so many times where you get in, you stay.
Too long.
And everything collapse. Like,
or sometimes when
or
you see it start to collapse, you pull out at the bottom and don't let it recover at all. And then it recovers, or you be like, why didn't I wait a few hours? What was I thinking? Why didn't I wait a day? What was I doing?
Yeah. Yeah, and you could have just took it at that high point that you had it set at.
Just cut the stress. Cut the stress.
And you took it at that point, and now it's going up, then going down, up. I'm like, I'm glad I'm not part of that roller coaster.
Man.
Fuck that shit. That should be some bullshit. Man, I'm telling y'all, I've been trying to get people to sign up. It's like I work for the Robin Hood or something.
Robin Hood better get that shit together. I'm about tired of all these crashes, though.
What be crashing?
Like when them cryptos get to going, bruh, everybody gets slow and act crazy. I ain't experienced it too much, but when people look at it, because anytime you tell somebody, first thing they're gonna do is look it up, and that'd be the first thing they start seeing.
One time, I think when it was shooting up,
GameStop had crashed.
I couldn't
buy none.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me buy none when it was going up.
Mm-hmm. That'd be them little crashes. Be messing you up.
Be flooding
the first time it happened was with GameStop. But with this crypto, it doesn't happen often.
Every trading market, every trading system, every stockbroker shut their trades on GameStop.
Yeah, on GameStop.
And
they just shut it off.
Yeah, when that shit happened. So that was just...
Elon Musk fucked up Dogecoin. That's something else I want to talk about. Somebody talking about stock. He fucked it up. He fucked it up trying to make a joke, and now it's going to take a little time to try to build up the momentum again. Because he called it, in a little sketch or whatever, he called that shit a hustle. Which is what everybody been saying why not to buy into it is because this is just like a pump and dump. So that's what, man, after that shit, now it ain't to no ridiculous lows, but it was up in the 70s, and now it's at about 45.
At 48.
It's crazy. I'm like, bro, why would you say that? If that's everybody's fear, everybody's argument against it, you trying to get it to $1 or better, why would you say that? Why? That's literally any article you read that's against it. That's what they say. It's no real value. It's no nothing you really going to. This just seemed like another pump and dump. This seemed like another GameStop. And you go on there and say that. I don't even think he the one that said it directly, but it was said in the whole little plan in the sketch. I'm like, why? I know Mark Cuban like, this stupid motherfucker. Why would you do this?
They was making millions.
Then right after that, he announced that he gonna pay for the next exhibition of SpaceX with Dogecoin. That's what's gonna fund it, but it still ain't moved the needle on it too much. But they had all the momentum. If he'd went on there and played that right, it probably would have been $1 right now. The way it was trending.
Yeah, I better buy something now, cause now he finna try to pump it back up.
Yeah. I mean, I see what the use is though. They want to use that as internet cash. That's what they're trying to make it. Internet cash. Instead of you putting your card or things like that onto the internet to buy things, you just gonna go to an exchange, buy Dogecoin, and spend Dogecoin on a dollar for dollar basis. It's not gonna be like how Bitcoin, you get a part of a Bitcoin to go and buy something. They trying to get it to a dollar for dollar basis. That's what they want, dollar for dollar basis. So when you go to the exchange, the Coinbase or whatever, you're like, okay, here go $20. Give me $20 worth of Dogecoin.
What happens if it goes over $1?
I mean, the stock can, but I'm saying they're trying to get it to where it's gonna be a dollar for dollar type of deal. So that way you only go into one place. So that way the information center, you only got to protect one place. See, right now, every time you put your card and stuff on a site, each one of them different sites and companies, they each got to try to protect your information separately. If you get it to the point where okay, we going to this exchange, and this how we're going to exchange our money for internet, basically internet money to pay for things. It's only one spot that you got to build a fortress around, and that's it.
Dangerous.
You got to have the best. You got to have the best security in the world, like on some CIA type.
That's gonna get dangerous because if you can buy anything and you ain't gotta know that person's identity. Nothing.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
That's gonna
only people that's gonna know the real identity is the exchange where you exchange your money.
But even then,
because I'm sure you're going to get verified and approved for an account.
Even then, they can't track where you spend your.
No, they can't, and that's the thing. That's why everybody love it because they feel like the government is too in everybody's business with everything. That's why the cryptos are becoming so popular because it's decentralized.
Man, some things.
You saying something need to be regulated?
Some things have to, bro, because it's gonna be a lot of people getting robbed out here. Robbed. Crazy stuff. And you can't track it, and you can't find out where, who, or what spent what or spent where.
I don't know. I mean, I think if they regulate it correctly, like you have to have the actual money to get the crypto, and then when you buy something or say you selling something, you don't get that money until whatever it is you sent. You know what I'm saying? Has gone through a verification. Like it goes from you to a company to make sure the shit is correct.
That's what I'm saying.
And
like,
then goes to the person.
It's gonna have to be an option to where so and so can add money to so and so's crypto. Different people can add money to this. You can add money to that, and you can get more. If I go around just taking people's shit and then adding it to my stuff as a gift, how can they get tracked?
That's the thing, man. Them digital wallets just got to be on point. But that goes back to whoever that exchange is. When they give you your digital wallet, that mug got to be on point. Should nobody be able to just come in and just drain you?
Man.
But if they do try to drain you, you know what I'm saying, then I'm sure they can put up I'm sure some type of way they can put up like a red flag where you don't actually lose your money. Because a crypto is just a crypto. You're not going to actually lose the money because the money's in exchange. So if somebody robs that exchange, then they could just get you, you know what I'm saying, refund your money back. Because they the ones that's holding the actual dollars. The cryptos is what it is. But the actual dollars are being held by that exchange.
Man.
And when you spend the shit or whatever to get something, they're going to have to probably verify your crypto. You know what I'm saying? And if that shit doesn't ping back to an exchange, they're going to be like, okay, your shit fraudulent.
Tell you, man.
It's not like when they tap into your debit card from online, they just can take the straight up dollars. When you going through these cryptos, that's your layer of protection. You might can steal the crypto, but if it ain't verified, you know what I'm saying, where it came from and whose it is, then you're never gonna see the actual dollars that's attached to it. At least that's how I think it should work in theory. I'm not a crypto regulated on that, but I think in theory that's how it should work. And if they did work it like that, I'm telling you, things would be a lot different. As far as online shopping, online bill paying, like these hackers would really be fucked if they got that shit up and running like what I just said. They would really be fucked. Because no longer they're going to be able to just hack straight into motherfuckers' bank accounts and shit like that.
That's what you think.
I'm saying a lot of times they get that shit because it's floating on the internet from you putting it on these different sites and stuff.
A lot of times they get that shit just because the people that create them turn into the people who hack it. Like, everything has a creator. And a lot of creators go rogue because they feel they got robbed by whoever bought the company. You know what I'm saying? And they sometimes they don't even be the ones that do the hacking. They just share all the info you need to hack it. And then that goes in the black market. Easy. Black market, the black market is bought through cryptocurrency and shit now. Like you can buy shit with Bitcoin in the black market. That shit crazy.
That's really where it started at. Is the black market with the crypto. So a lot of people were scared of it. Like, man, that's that dirty money. Real. A lot of people felt like, man, that's that shiesty money. Like I said, man, it's just gonna be a new wave. It's gonna be a new wave. I'm kind of excited to see what happens.
What?
With the new wave of technology.
Yeah, man, we gonna be flying and shit.
Having cars without drivers. I'm telling you, when they get it right, Uber gonna be the first motherfucker to buy all fucking autonomous vehicles.
Uber?
Yes.
Oh, Tesla.
Oh, Tesla gonna have them. They gonna be selling them.
They gonna be,
Uber gonna buy them because they like, man, we ain't gotta worry about background checking motherfuckers.
If Tesla and car companies are smart, the first cars they make, they'll make their own taxi service. Like it'll be Tesla delivery
It's somebody.
service.
I want to say somebody over in China that's just trying to do that. I don't know if it's Baidu or Baidu or somebody else. I think that's they plan. And I'm for it. I am for it. There's a lot of retarded ass drive. I just seen an accident in front of me today on my way home. Mm-hmm. I was riding dude in a super nice Mustang. He started coming over, and I don't know if he looked up at the last second and realized how close he was and got scared, but he tried to swerve away from that car so hard. It's like he swerved away and swerved back at the same time and hit the mug and went flying off the highway across 3 lanes into a ditch, water flying up because, you know, it rained. It's all water flying up, airbags done came. I said, oh, that car getting totaled. It was a nice Mustang, new Mustang. Super nice. I'm like, what was he doing in there? Because I was looking to see, like, did his tire blow out or, like, what? Like, because it was just so crazy and erratic. I'm like, man, he must have looked up at the very last second when he was about to hit that car and just totally panicked. And cars like that, man, you whip that wheel too hard, that'd be it. I'm like, man, because the way it happened, I'm like, did he try to hit her? Like, what the hell is going on? And her stuff was really messed up as bad, but his car is getting totaled. Straight up. It's getting totaled. Hope he all right. I couldn't see. You know what I'm saying? Because the airbags was all out. That's all I saw was airbags, and I was on the highway, so I wasn't stopping. But hopefully everybody's okay.
Hey, man, everybody don't deserve to get their license.
Nah.
But they passed the test. Don't mean they deserve to get it.
Man, they keep on. They gonna start making motherfuckers like retest every like 4 years. Or you might have to retest every time your license get ready to expire. When you go to renew your license, you might have to retest.
Or you get a ticket, you might have to retest. That'd be fucked up. You get a certain ticket, they be like, this ticket is disabled license and you have to retest. That'd be fucked up. Or if you get in an accident, that's your fault.
Especially a bad one.
You gotta retest. It be motherfuckers that be killing motherfuckers and then get right back on the road the next day. Yeah. It be.
They definitely do something about it because, man, I'm telling you, a lot of people gonna be hurt behind some of these bad drivers, man. People be too distracted on the road. Way too distracted.
Bro, have you heard about I was watching the news earlier. I just read this, and then it reminded me of it. in India.
That COVID outbreak or this new strand or whatever.
It's new to them, but like it hit us already. But
or what they call them now? They don't call it a new strain. Call it a variant.
Yeah, variant of the disease, of the virus. But they are the main producer of the vaccine that we're taking. What the fuck?
So you can't always send everything overseas.
Bruh, they're giving us the cure and letting their people die.
Hey, said we paying.
Yo, I don't fucking get. I'm like, that lets you know money rule everything.
Maybe
bro.
over there, they culture, they don't believe in vaccines like that.
Bro,
taking them.
They're saying they don't have enough for the people. But they're the main supplier of the.
Are they supplying it, or is that just where the factories are?
That's where the factories. They're the main supplier.
But it might be people over here that own them factories. They're just doing it over there for the labor, like Nike doing. Like
yes, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But it's coming from there. Like if I was a citizen of India,
you stealing it?
Uproar, bro. Uproar, nigga. We are getting fucking AKs, nigga. We getting the Draco.
So now you a revolutionary,
nigga. Yes, I would be, bro. Especially if like my wife and my kids was sitting there.
What's up, Tiff? What's up?
Especially if my wife, what up, Tiff? Especially if my wife and kids is sitting there dying of COVID. Like, you see how many people they broke the record of deaths in one day.
That's crazy. All I know is if we were more self-sufficient as a country and self-reliant on our people and our labor and stop worrying so much about profit, we would be a better country.
Bruh, there's no such thing as not worrying about profit.
No, I'm
with
saying
business.
You don't have to squeeze every dollar. Sometimes you have to, bro, you got to understand the bigger picture. The bigger picture can't always be, oh, you know what?
The bigger picture to businessmen is the next profit.
Yeah, but you're destroying a country that you're choosing to live in, that you're choosing to spend your money in, mostly, that you want to protect
half of them got properties in like private islands.
That's the visit.
And different countries. Dual citizenships in Switzerland.
Bro, we so reliant on importing. Like if it really was a war on America, bro, we would lose because they would just shut off these ports. Like if the rest of the world, if it was like a world war, and they was like, you know what, America, we sick of y'all shit. Flat out, we sick of y'all shit.
We gonna lose anyway, bro.
Bro, they cut off all the imports.
If the world tried to come at us, bro,
they cut off the imports, man.
We depend on the UN. Like it's certain countries, like Israel, we don't want to mess up our relationship with Israel. Like that's like an important relationship, and they're not even that big. And right now they're having problems with what country is that? Somebody they didn't they just get bombed by somebody or something?
I don't know. I've been worrying about all the chaos in my own country. I look at some of that stuff, but I focus on some troops, on things here. Yeah, we need to quit doing that shit. We got shit we need to handle here.
Yeah, Israel strikes Gaza.
But we got to do better, man. We got to understand. Like that's something that I will say. A lot of them older generations understood to an extent. The real older generation, they understood. Like, man, being self-sufficient and American-made makes you self-reliant. So none of these companies they can't threaten you with nothing. Like, bro, China could shut down our whole little system, bro. Like if they said, you know what, we ain't fuck with you. Damn near every major thing that we use is made over there.
Well, that'll never happen because you talk about a country that cares about its profits. China doesn't give a fuck if they're in war with you. They'll still will and deal with you. Like China cares about the bottom dollar at the end. Like they want their money.
And they self-reliant. That's why they got the biggest That's why they got the biggest neck per capita of anybody. Like,
Yeah, but a lot of they citizens don't want to be there.
true, they got some harsh little rules.
Like we get spoiled here in America, because in China, this what we doing right now would not be going on. They would check the wavelengths and be like, "Where the fuck is that coming from? That house? What are they talking about, nigga?"
Hey,
they would be at our
all
door right
that
now.
protest and shit. People say, "We gonna touch it. We gonna loot." They say,
They
"You gonna
killing.
what?
They
You gonna loot?" Okay. Don't worry. We'll be there in a minute.
They gonna kill.
We ain't
your
here to
ass.
talk.
They gonna kill.
You see
your
them
ass.
killing us? We see, but we ain't finna do shit. They is not playing them type of games.
It's
We gonna protest. We gonna tear shit up. China gonna be like,
we got it.
"You ain't gonna tear shit up over here."
We got it good here. So all I gotta say, I complain, but I don't complain. There's a difference. I'm happy. I'm in a good situation, but I'm not happy that other people got it better than me. I mean, that's just what it is. Every day should be on equal terms. I just feel that way.
Yeah, they definitely
I
trying.
ain't finna let you throw that, well, go move out the country. Nah, you ain't finna throw that at me, nigga. You go move and let me get what you got. Shit. Fuck.
They gonna go. It's gonna just go back to that old. Well, a lot of people feel like that they trying to make America a socialistic society. They're trying to change it from a capitalist society to a socialistic society, where everybody kind of just get their money to the government and government equally disperse it all out to the people, regardless of who's doing what, how much you actually putting in. It's just all
Like
equal
the Hunger
across the board.
Games.
Yeah, like it's all equal across the board. For real, a lot of people fear that them socialistic ideas. That's a lot. That's one reason why they didn't like Martin Luther King, because they felt like he was trying to use Marxism to bring in socialism.
Man. Nah, man. He just wanted all the little black boys and all the little white boys to be playing together. That's all Martin wanted.
Martin wanted white hoes. That's what Martin wanted. Martin wanted to chase the cat.
All right. Check this out. Dozens of state prosecutors tell Facebook to stop its plans for children's version of Instagram.
Children are already on Instagram.
Exactly my point I was going to say. So, wait, hold on. So, Instagram's finna make a child version.
Right. So you can't be over a certain age to get on that mug?
Well, yeah, so, what?
You know how many perverts and pedophiles finna be on that mug?
Like, a direct link to the little kids. Like,
Man.
let me make me a little kid one.
Matter of fact, I would want to talk to whoever's idea that fucking is at
See
Facebook.
what he is.
They might be part of that Nambla shit. I'm
Trying
telling
to
you.
round kids
Yeah,
up.
it might be part of that Nambla shit. Having little boys, when talking to little boys, man, wouldn't it be cool, like, if we had, like, some adult friends, man, that could get us stuff that we like? You know what I'm saying?
Attorney generals for 44 states and jurisdictions called on Facebook to halt plans to create version of Instagram for young children, citing concerns over mental and emotional well-being, exposure to online predators, and cyberbullying.
Yes.
Exactly.
Bruh, I'm not a fan of no rich people making anything child only. Because I feel like a lot of them is into a lot of different things. They got so much money that they get into a lot of very weird and obscene things. And I don't want none of them on no, well, let's just do children only shit. Like, I just don't. Most of these big pedophiles they taking down is all like rich, influential people. And then the people they trying to connect to a lot of this stuff are rich, influential people. People at Facebook are very rich and influential. I don't want, hell no. Don't make a child only nothing.
Now it says Facebook, which is bought the photo sharing app Instagram in 2012, currently has a minimum age requirement of 13 to use its product. According to federal children's privacy rules, companies must ask parents for permission to collect data on users younger than 13. The law enforcement officials pointed to research showing how the use of social media, including Instagram, has led to an increase of mental distress, body image concerns, and even suicidal thoughts. A children's version of Instagram doesn't feel a need beyond the company's commercial ambitions, the officials said in letter. Without a doubt, this is a dangerous idea that risks the safety of our children and puts them directly in harm's way. Letitia James, New York Attorney General, said in a statement.
Hey, I'm with you, Tiffany. Hell with that shit.
What does Tiffany say? The children's are already on Instagram, and setting the age limit makes no difference. All these pedophiles and perverts will make all kinds of pages. Child-only Instagram pages for my sons.
I ain't with that at all.
It's a direct link.
Bro, it's going to be all type of child sex trafficking avenues. They open it up like that. But that might be why they doing it, man. Bro, don't let stuff fool you, man. A lot of owners of these companies, these are weird perverts. Very weird perverts. They get up there and they join these different, like, you can start telling when people start getting different and start speaking different. Like, you hear dudes before they really blow up, they talk one way, but then when they get famous, then you start hearing them talking about everything is in space. In this space here, you know what I'm saying, where we're doing this and this, and like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? In this conversation, in this space, you know what I'm saying? I just want a space where, yada, 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 bruh, like, chill out, man. What the fuck is you talking about? Like, why are you talking so fucking weird? We just need healing and this and this and that.
That shit crazy, man.
Yeah, he's my.
That shit crazy.
People sick, dog. Sick. Who I did is I'm not just gonna automatically call them a pervert, because I mean, sometimes maybe they feel like it's stuff that get put on Instagram that kids shouldn't see or whatever. So you would think in theory them having their own version would be good, but it's just so many. Yeah, it's just so many crazy things going on, man. And this society, bro, like,
case in point right here.
What you got?
Check this out. Teen busted in murder of Florida cheerleader made chilling Snapchat post. The body of a 13-year-old Tristan Bailey was found in wooded area after she went missing in St. Johns County, Florida. Body was found by a neighbor at around 6 p.m. in a remote wooded area near Pond. Later that night, Fucci posted a photo with an idea twisted message on Snapchat, according to the news. Hey guys, has anybody seen Tristan lately? With the peace sign. Aiden Fucci, 14, charged with second-degree murder and death of 13-year-old Tristan Bailey.
Is that a girl or a boy?
It was a boy killed a little girl.
Okay.
The investigation is still in very beginning stages. He also didn't immediately provide a motive for the murder or the cause of death of Bailey, who was fully clothed when she was found. In addition to attending the same school, the teens grew up in the same neighborhood.
Damn.
What I'm saying, this nigga killed her and posted the Snapchat talking about, has anybody seen her? Trying to get social media fame. Like,
bro, social media, I keep telling motherfuckers, social media is evil, bro. It's evil.
I don't think it's social media that's evil. I think
it's the attention that people try to get from it.
It's the outlet that brings out the real evil in you. Like, it lets people know the true you, like, cause you be amazed at some of the shit people say and think that some people can't decipher that. Like, yo, you got a problem. But to them, they think it's okay. I be like, man, you need to seek help, man. Like, for real. It's just that outlet that people see, and then they be like, oh yeah, I can say what the fuck I want now. And then whoever reads this, I just be like, nah, it was just me saying some shit. Or my favorite one is when
I got a small speech, man, I would like to play.
What's it
It
about?
explains exactly how social media, like you said, brings out the evil in people. It changes how they whole perspective be on what's right or what's wrong. Like you said, this dude really thought that, hey, if I kill someone and get social media fame, he probably like, my life is worth something now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they be on some, you know, some evil is good type shit.
Go ahead, you got the
Lipstick on his collar. What kind of man are you? It's a shame and a shock. It really didn't happen like that. That's right. Tell it didn't happen that way. Don't be ashamed of yourself, boy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't be ashamed because you went out and got your little ass.
Look out.
Ass is good.
Right.
I know many of y'all may be saying, how the preacher telling me saying ass is good. How y'all think y'all got here? If it wasn't for ass, you wouldn't be here. Ass is good.
Come on.
Evil's good and ass is good. And if you get you a piece of evil ass, whoo!
Is that Eddie Murphy
Yes.
on
Vampire Brooklyn.
Vampire
Evil is
Brooklyn?
good, and ass is good. And if you get your piece of evil ass, woo! Man.
You can't have good without evil.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, shit, that nigga stupid.
Yeah, that's my...
Eddie Murphy got some classic movies.
Bruh, I'm trying... Hey, Eddie Murphy underrated, man, to this current generation. He is definitely underrated.
All right. Let's do one of these questions.
He had them choir people up there. Yeah. Clapping their head.
If your mom says sit down and your dad says stand up, what are you doing?
Kneeling like Colin Kaepernick. Kneeling like Cap.
That's what you doing?
Yeah, kneeling like Cap. And they go like, what you doing? Praying. Can't get mad when I say that. What you gonna say? Both my parents are religious. I'm praying that y'all can get on one accord.
That's what you doing?
Yeah, I'm praying. I'm telling
All
you.
right, so I'm imagining like my dad was like in my life for like hard, like he was living with us. Okay, so that's what I'm imagining. So if that happened,
Who said it first?
nah, I'm gonna just get up and walk out.
Get your ass back in here.
I'm gonna get out and go to my room and be like, y'all need to, or I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna lay down. Like, I ain't doing neither one of y'all said.
I'm a kneel. You just gonna lay on the ground.
Cause you kneel, that's kind of like sitting down. So it's like, oh, so you gonna do what your mama said?
I'm like, nah. I'm not sitting. Ain't nothing on my ass.
And your
But I'm
mama
also
gonna
not-
so be like, oh, so you're standing up, but you're kneeling low.
Nope, I'm on one knee. I ain't standing either. I ain't standing. I ain't sitting.
Now what the hell you doing, boy?
I'm praying to the Lord. I'm asking him to give me guidance through this situation.
Hey,
That y'all will even be at the level to feel like that y'all need to put y'all
put me in
issues
between.
exactly.
Put me in between y'all shit.
They're gonna be feeling bad. I'm like, go to your room. They're gonna think about like, you know what, you were right. We shouldn't have did that.
Well, okay, then that's why I would go to my room first, though. I just leave like, yo, What y'all talking about? Y'all ain't been confused me. Like, yo, up to the room.
But it also depends on how old I am, because I'm going to just be honest. Like, when I got around the age 16, 17, when I had a kid on the way, I was just going to tell them straight up, like, I'm going to do whichever one I feel like doing. Just real talk. I'm like, I got a kid on the way. Y'all ain't going to tell me when to stand and when to sit. Like, it's not finna pop like that.
Oh, so you think because you didn't bust a little nut, you grown now?
No, I think because I'm finna take care of another life, I'm grown. I said that, actually. I'm like, look, stuff gonna change. Like, you be like, shut up. I be like, hey, I got a kid here.
Well, okay, so
hey, my kid ain't finna see another person tell me to shut up and I get silent.
If you self-efficient,
I was.
I understand. You can slang your nuts like that.
And when I graduated, I moved out. Because when I was in the house, you know, I paid bills. I paid.
I mean, you ain't gotta get personal. I'm just talking about any man in that situation.
Oh yeah.
If you self-efficient, yeah, you do that all day. But nigga, if you in my crib and then your baby in my crib you ain't paying shit,
I didn't disrespect
nigga,
nobody.
I'm beating your motherfucking ass on sight, nigga. Yeah, every time I see you, I love you, but I love you.
I ain't disrespect.
Now go get you something to eat, boy.
I ain't disrespect nobody. But like I told him, I said, look,
until you beat my ass, that's when I'm calming down. I'm like, but you gonna have to beat my ass, boy.
I don't want to disrespect I wasn't gonna disrespect nobody. 'Cause I understand.
I said we ain't gotta get personal.
No, I'm just saying. I understand. No matter what situation is, I understand my position, regardless of what's going on. I understand my position in things. So like, I'm not gonna be disrespectful. I understand. Like this y'all house is cool, which is why as soon as I was of age to get my own, I got my own. Only thing that was holding me back was an age limit. That's it. I couldn't sign a contract to be in my own place. But once I could, oh yeah, I was ready. More than ready. And that's how I feel like if a lot of kids thought like that, man, it wouldn't be all this kids being disrespectful to adults. Like, they just don't understand their place. They think because they got a mouth or because they feel a certain type of way, they should just blurt the shit out. And I don't feel like that. Like, if it's not your place to say something or you ain't in a position to say something, then you can't say it. If you're not self-sufficient, you ain't taking care of yourself, you don't get to just say whatever you want to say to whoever you want to say it to. It don't work like that. That's reserved for people that's handling their own shit. And even we can't. Because, shit, we get in certain environments. Hey, do I want this job or do I don't? Do I want to get into it with this police officer or do I don't?
That little motherfucker better be paying me some money.
Well, if he choose not to stand or sit?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not a dog. You don't sit down, stand up, sit down.
I don't give
no, sir.
You ain't gonna do. Bye. Get the fuck out of my house, nigga. Go stay with your cousin.
I definitely could have for the months till I got of age to sign a contract to leave.
And don't bring your ass back. If you don't come back, you better be back to say hi.
Shit, it was actually just like that. How long has it been?
That better be the only reason.
It's been like 11 years. It's been like 11 years, and I ain't been back at all.
Man,
I spent my truck was down, and I was living like in a different parts. Like I lived all the way in Bridgeton, and they lived in North County. And I didn't want to keep trying to, pay for rides to get back that way while I was in my truck worked on in North County. Me and my uncle worked on it. Bro, I stayed there for 2 weeks. I'm like, I realized why I left. All over again. Because everything was fine when I was gone. Bro, I was there for 2 weeks. And I realized why I can't even say a full 2 weeks. Like maybe like a week and a half. And I realized all over again why I was gone. Why I had to go. I tell them, I can't live with other men. I can't live with, because somebody got to be the alpha.
That's what I'm saying.
Somebody got to be the alpha dog.
So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when everything is reversed?
What? When it's me and my son?
Yeah.
I already tell him. I already tell him what's gonna happen.
What you gonna do?
I tell him, I say, man, when you feel like that you don't want to be told what to do, or you feel like you want to talk back or whatever, get your own shit. Now, before you try it, because they know how I am, I will push you faster than you need to be. Like, you'll have to leave. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and just deal with it. I'm not. You can do that. Listen, you can move out. You can get, hey, what the old boy say? You gonna get your ass in the back, get your ass beat, or walk. You know what I'm saying? In this case, you gonna be quiet, get out, or get your ass beat. A, B, or C. But I don't have them type problems. Thank God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. They nuts ain't drop.
You know what I'm saying? But
They nuts ain't drop.
I don't do things that I think that would trigger.
Wait till they touch their first click.
Man. Hey, when I touched mine, I had a lot. When I touched mine, like I said, long as I wasn't being disrespected, man. I even when I was disrespected, I didn't disrespect my parents. I just had a different.
That's how they gonna feel.
I still didn't disrespect my parents, even when I felt disrespected.
Because
I understood.
These is new niggas.
I'm
though.
not in a position
these is
of
new
strength.
little niggas.
Maybe.
I'm telling you, these new little niggas.
Maybe that's why they die. That's why they die so often. They don't understand. They don't understand how life works. They want to think
it's a whole different mentality.
These kids think, I'm supposed to be able to say whatever I want. Yeah, technically you should be able to, but that ain't how life works. It's a way things should go and a way things do go. Yeah, you should be able to walk in any neighborhood at any time of night, but you can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't. I'm sorry.
Hey, man, all these niggas gangsters, man. Everybody thugging.
Yeah.
Everybody.
See, me and you in the same kind of same. We got them 3 boys. They might all get a little older. Be like, hey, if we work together, we might could take his ass. That's gonna be bad for them. But you may get it where they may try. Like, hey, Tyreek, right? If we work together, niggas think they Power Rangers. If we work together, we ain't gotta be on this punishment, y'all. Then Ryan gonna go in there, snitch. Drake gonna come in there with a bat. Everybody gonna be asleep. Everybody gonna be asleep.
I'm a strategic fighter. I'm not. I strategize. I don't use brute force.
Oh man.
Oh, I break it down. I get them one by one.
Your pain tolerance enough. Like I can give myself just enough time to fuck him up, turn and fuck him up, and then you gonna be the only one that's left. Then you next.
Yeah, man.
Because the problem is a lot of these cats, they've never been hit with grown man strength. That's why they don't understand the difference between a man and a boy. They've never been hit with that grown man strength to understand it's a different level. Even a skinny grown man.
When you lose, they say you never lose your strength. You lose, what is it? Endurance and stamina and all that, but like
you actually get strong. It's just your body breaks down. Like you make a punch harder than you ever punched at 60 years old, but can your bones stand up to that force and that impact?
Yeah, man. I drink a lot of milk.
I'm be ready. I'll be ready.
Even though they say milk don't really make your bones strong. I eat a lot of bone marrow.
Where you getting bone marrow from?
And the chicken bristle. You know, in the middle of the chicken bone, the little red.
You be sucking.
Oh yeah. I be scraping all that out, bro.
Oh man.
I be scraping all that.
Yeah, it's a lot of kids, man. I just never understood like a lot of them, bro. You right. They're a different type of cat.
Well, they not here for us to understand. We just gotta guide them the best we can, just like the generation before us did with us. They guided us the best we can, but we had our own growing up. We all went our own ways, and they still love you. You made your decision, and they happy with their life. You on your own, okay? Boom, it is what it is. I'ma love your creations, and you can be that, and I'ma fuck all your little plans up with them. That's what grandparents do. You know what I mean? They he can't eat no candy, but here go grandma. Here you go. Here go grandpa. Here you go. Man, I just told you can't eat on that. He thought, you know
That's
what I'm
my
saying?
grandbaby.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
That's my grandbaby. You don't tell me what to do.
yeah, so I mean, and that shit just repeat because you gonna be the same way with your kids. You gonna be like, man, stop being so hard on them, man. And they don't be like, they thinking, hey, that's how you was on me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. It's just a train, man.
It's just different, man. It's just different.
That's what they saying about us. They just didn't have a podcast to do it. They just different, man. They on podcasts and shit. We was working in factories.
No, not
we
me.
was going to war.
They'd probably be like, nah, you would fit right in with our generation. I probably would have fit in with them.
How?
I like my thought process is a lot closer to theirs than it is to this current generation.
Okay, you talking about what you think. I'm talking about which
My personality, I'm not a participation type person. I'm about, did I achieve the goal? Succeed. If I didn't, fail. There's not a lot of in between middle ground. That's how I used to be. Like it wasn't all this.
So you
give flowers for what it? I know we didn't get to the goal, but let's give flowers for trying.
So would you be willing to be in a union?
I'm in the union. Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell
All right.
yeah.
All right. So being in a union, you know, that's participating in something that's not necessarily going to win, but you're going to get what you want. A little bit of what you want, right?
Yeah, I understand
That's
compromise. I understand compromise and deal making.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Now that's different. In a negotiation, I know you're not gonna win everything, but it's certain things you go in and say, as long you go in with a list and then you break down your list internally and say, these are all the things I want, but if I leave with this, I got what I need accomplished.
Exactly.
That's the win.
Okay. So you just broke down why some people say, all right,
no, I'm just saying.
I'm not worried about the win.
That's what I'm saying. What I be talking about, it don't be a negotiation. It be a clear, this person won, this person lost. In a negotiation, the winner and loser is just a perspective on, okay, I'm talking about like when it comes to
winning and losing is perspective,
no,
bro.
If it's competition, there is a winner.
Wait. It's perspective of what you value in the competition. Okay, so if you value the how much points you total more than the other, then yeah, that's what you value. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. It's cats like that, but that's what I'm saying. That's where I differ, because if I'm playing basketball, I would rather have 15 points in the dub than 57 points in the L. That's just me. But some cats like, bro, I scored 57.
That's what I'm saying.
I scored 57. I did what I did. I be like, you ain't do shit. You lost.
That's what I'm saying.
You took an L.
But that's playing where? If you're playing in China, you score 57 in a loss. It doesn't really matter because you're getting looks from everybody because you just scored 57. Like, win or lose, it doesn't matter. You think NBA scouts are looking like, hey, we might be able to bring him back over to G League. Did they lose that game? It doesn't matter. He's playing in China. He scored 57 on them, though. He's been doing it like every other night. It doesn't matter, win or lose. You know what I'm saying? It depends on where you talking about you playing. So if you playing overseas, shit, you putting up 67 in losses, it don't matter. So, I mean, I'm telling you.
To me, if I'm a scout, I'm looking at how you putting up 67. If every time the ball touch your hands, it never leaves, or you don't pass, you just jacking up shots.
But what if when if you're the scout, you're talking to everybody that's around him, correct?
After I watch what's going on.
No. Even if you watch, you still go figure out about him, because if somebody's even putting up that points because he's touching the ball the whole time, you need to figure out. Okay, what's special? I don't like what I'm seeing, but you can't deny the ability. And you go talk to people around him, and the coach tell you, I tell him don't pass the ball. Don't pass the ball. You score all the points. Do not fucking pass the ball.
I don't think they think like that.
Yes, they do.
That's an American way of thinking.
No, that's what they tell them. I saw them. I'm saying this because on the Doug Gottlieb show, he was talking about he played overseas. China only allows 2 American players per team.
I did hear about that.
And they tell them, do not pass the ball. You're here to score. And if you average under 20-some points, they tell you, bye. Here's your money, go home. And they get another American player.
I don't think over there it's about the competition. I think it's more about the flash. That honestly.
No, they want to win.
No, I think it's just more about the flash.
They really care about winning their championships. Like, their people love their championships. Like we love like Super Bowl and NBA championships. They have millions and millions of people too. They love their bruh. That's why what's the name was so big there, Marbury. Like he made a whole fucking wave there. He got a statue. He got a statue.
Who got a statue?
Like he made a whole.
Since you brought up championships, did you hear about that debate that they was having? Which one is harder to win, a Super Bowl or an NBA championship? They said which one is harder to win. Kendrick Perkins tried to make the case for the NBA, but it's just you sound ridiculous. Nothing's harder to win than a sudden death match where it could go either way. There's no, all right, we had an off game. We got more games to come back and show that we the better team. Because in the NBA, a lot of times the better team wins.
So you think playing one game and out is?
Oh hell yeah!
But what if you're?
If you have a bad day, you're done.
What if you go into the game knowing you're just better than the other team and other teams and you just blow past all the other rounds? Like there was no competition.
That's
one game and out.
That's just like the NBA when they split the team.
That's one, but sometimes teams that you think are finna get swept pull one off. Like the Lakers and the Philadelphia 76ers. They thought the Lakers were just gonna sweep them. Allen made it a fucking series by winning that first game and got them nervous. But that made it really competitive.
I don't know about nervous. They just woke them up, said, "Oh, okay, they're not as bad as we thought."
I'm just saying.
Let's put the screws to them and get them out of here.
But I'm just saying, it put competition in.
They definitely went in there thinking like
and made it harder because it wasn't no one and done. It's like, oh, they got one. Damn, we got to worry about another
That's
one.
the thing. We knew what team was the best, but you come out there and you sleep, it's over.
But you don't.
It's
really,
over.
You don't really know who's the best though.
No, I'm saying it's certain teams where you see them all year and you watch them, and then you watch them throughout the playoffs.
What about the teams that lose by a field goal? Like
that be the thing. That's what I'm saying. Football, a team that's not the best. That's what I'm saying. Most times in basketball, the better team wins.
I don't think that make it hard though. I think that make
you could lose at any moment.
I don't think that make it hard. I just think it means it's up in the air. It's like
that's
it's
what
50-50.
makes it hard. You don't get no chance to rebound from it.
I think what makes it hard is when you gotta actually use. It's actually stressful on the body. Like knowing you should win, but don't. It's a blowout. It's stressful. Like I'm talking about sudden death, like you saying. Okay, knowing you should win and you end up losing, it's stressful. And then it's over with because that's it. I'm done. You lost. All right, is on to next season. All right, and then the other team was stressful. Now they got to worry about the next game. So that's their little stress continue. But that other team is done. With basketball, it's like, okay, first game, stress. I just lost. I knew we should have beat this team. We just fucking lost to them. All right, we got to come back next game. Now your body is like, oh, we got to rejuvenate. We just had an up and down game, and we got to rejuvenate to get a win. boom. What if we lose again? We lost again. Like, we just talking about a team that, you know what I'm saying? And they lose again.
If you
Fuck.
lose to any team 4 times in a row, I don't care who your stars are. That team is better than your team. That's the thing about basketball.
What I'm saying. Sometimes it goes 2-2-1, 2-1.
However it goes, if you win 4 times against a team,
But what I'm saying,
you're better.
What I'm saying is that's 4 stressful ass games, bruh.
It definitely will, maybe, but
And that is way difficult than one stressful
even
game.
with that stress, if you lose game 1, you can look forward to a game 2. If you come out there, you're like, damn, I kind of took this team for granted. That's all right. We finna get serious. We finna get back. We finna get in this series and go.
How long is a
you
football
bullshit in a
quarter?
football game?
How long is
15 minutes a quarter?
15 minutes. And how many quarters is in the game?
4.
How long is that?
60 minutes.
60 minutes. So, how long is NBA? 12.
Yeah.
How long
48
is
minutes.
48? 48, 60. 48 up and down. You get
Which one is
TV
more?
timeouts.
Man,
all
football
that.
is way more physically stressful on the
Oh
body
my-
than basketball.
Oh my!
It's not even close. It's not even remotely close.
Everybody doesn't play every down.
They don't, but
They got
you're
a
not
48
getting hit
man
at all on
they got
basketball.
They got a 48 man roster.
You're not getting hit. You're not getting piled up on.
It's
You can't-
stressful.
You can't
for,
get
for,
blindsided,
it's
tackled.
It's stressful
or,
for about 5 players on the floor, on the ground. Well, no, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna down them like
bro,
that.
the offensive and defensive line, they bang every play.
Yeah, that's
No
what I
matter
was just finna say.
They
I ain't
bang
finna-
every play. Running
Hey.
backs, they bang every time they touch the ball.
All right, I would
they
say
bang
yes. It's way more contact. Way more contact.
way more.
But bruh.
I'm not saying a basketball championship is easier. I'm not saying it.
But that's.
but
I
I'm
thought
saying
that's.
no. They were saying which one was harder. Nobody said either one was easy. They said which one is harder. I think winning a football championship is harder because, like, even in overtime, overtime is harder because guess what? If you covering a receiver, you could trip and fall.
Okay.
On accident, and the game is over.
We can do this. How many teams have multiple championships? Which team in which league have the most multiple championships?
Basketball. It's super rare in football for teams to go back to back. In history, and
So,
you can go
it's-
Steelers back in the 70s. They had 4 in a decade. The 49ers, they had 4 in
Who had the longest
A
tenure in
decade.
basketball?
the Celtics with like 11 out of 13 years.
Does
You
that,
had
wait. Does that really count? Because then we can count the Green Bay Packers before the Super Bowl.
But that was like a totally different league.
But
okay, all right, we take away the Celtics, we take away the Packers, we go more modern era. You got the Lakers. They have won. What was it? They won 10. They won 10.
back to back.
No. They won 5 in like
Man.
10 years.
Let's see.
11
Let's see.
years. They won 5 in 11 years. Because, Magic started in 79, and he didn't win no more after. No, it was 5 in less time because he didn't win no more after 87. So in 8 years, Magic won 5 titles. Bird won 2 in I think 3 years. Pistons won back to back. Bulls three-peated on 2 different occasions. The Lakers three-peated. The Spurs won 5 in like 10 years. The Lakers repeated again. The Heat repeated. Golden State repeated. And they also won 3 and 4 years. Like, it's a lot of repeat champions. I want to say in football, you got this. I don't even know if the Steelers in the 70s repeated. That's your squad. Did they repeat? I know they won 4 in the 70s, but did they repeat on any of those 4?
Yeah.
Nobody's ever three-peated.
Terry Bradshaw got I thought he got a three-peat.
No, nobody's ever repeated
Terry
in
Bradshaw
football.
got 4.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying, in the 70s, but I'm saying, was any of those repeats? I know in that 10-year span, they got 4.
Bro, I could have sworn Terry Bradshaw got
But they got 4, in 10 years. San Fran got 4 in 10 years. Cowboys got, 3 in like 5 years. And then you got the Patriots. That's 4 franchises. Oh, and the Broncos repeated, in the late 90s. So 5 franchises.
Okay, they keep saying the Celtics.
You got 5 franchises that has at least repeated or won in a short time span.
The Celtics, and after that is the Bulls with 3 peats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do NFL.
Yeah, I mean, you got Tom Brady. He repeated and won like 3 and 4 years. Did he repeat twice?
Okay, they tied with the New England tied with the Steelers for 6.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Terry Bradshaw 4, Big Ben 2. Cowboys, I think, got 5 total, but I think a couple of those came like back in the day, possibly before back in the day. I think.
Okay, with all that information getting, okay, we got more 3-peats in the NBA than football.
And it's easier to build a championship roster in the NBA than it is in football.
I don't know about all that, but
it is, bro. You get 2 great
said,
players, you can go to the championship.
Let me stay on topic. With that said, I would have to say it is harder to win the NFL championship. It's harder to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And that's why everybody's looking at Perk like, Perk, what are you talking about? Bro, we understand you are an NBA player. We understand you want to make the case that LeBron is God. But, bro,
man, what?
Just stop
what does
it.
LeBron have to
because
do?
all his arguments go back to
God.
LeBron. You think LeBron going to 3 different franchises and winning? You think that's easy? You think that's not hard? Bro, we get it, Perk. That's your boy.
God,
that's your boy. We understand. But you just sound silly,
mentioned
dog.
LeBron.
You just sound silly. I'm finna play it.
No, I don't want to hear nothing about
Bro, it's not a debate about basketball where LeBron come up.
What you finna play, what Perk said about is NFL. Yeah, go to that.
It's never no time when they talk about basketball.
All right, so, but
that Perk don't bring up LeBron.
I think it may be harder for a team to win, but I think it's more the NBA championship.
What I will say
is
that the NBA championship, that in most cases, because nothing's 100%, but in most cases, the better team, if everybody is healthy or whatever, the better team always wins. It's never a time where I see somebody beat somebody 4 times and you say that team's still not better than that team. You can't say that. Now, what you were saying, like you lose on a field goal or some shit like that, or a bad referee call.
They were saying that about
stuff like that.
Well, you said with everybody healthy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If everybody like in football, if everybody healthy.
When Miami beat what's the name in the bubble? Who they beat that everybody was shocked? I think it was the Celtics.
Here go 5 minutes of it. Let's see what old Perk had to say.
In the NBA, you must have minimum 1 superstar. Only a handful of those guys, if not 2. If you have 2 superstars, you're probably going to win or have a real good shot. If you don't have those guys, it almost never happens that you can win. Does that make it harder? Because if you're not one of the teams with multiple superstars, write it off. NFL, it can happen. NFL, you can have a quarterback who's not the best in the league and still win or compete for a Super Bowl. So which one is harder to you? Does luck mean it's harder? Because if luck means it's harder, if it's dependent on luck, then it's harder in the NFL to win than in the NBA.
Wait, I just need to recap before you go, Stephen A. So
how can you?
No, I
How
just
can you based on what
I
he just
need
said?
to recap. So Max,
I want to hear this.
Max, no, I just want to make sure. So Max said it's in the NFL to win a Super Bowl. It involves luck, and in the NBA, there's no luck. So if you're talking about luck, then it's the NFL.
It's harder. You could have the best team and still lose in the NFL.
You win a Super Bowl in the NFL with luck.
Did you go to
ahead.
Did you?
I did.
We've
won a lot of championships.
Let me explain something to you right now.
You can have the best team and lose in the NFL
for comprehending that drivel that he just made us listen to for the last 5 minutes, which makes no damn sense whatsoever. I mean, please, just get out the conversation. You can't even make any sense. Here's the deal, okay? Kendrick Perkins, I was down with you, my brother. I came into this segment. I heard what you were talking about. 4 games per series, best of 7. You know, first round, second round, third round, final. I was down with you 100%, ready to go at that guy, Jeff Saturday, who I love and can't stand all rolled up into one. I love him and can't stand him every day, okay? Depending on what he says. Here's where he got me, Kendrick Perkins, where I got a flow with Jeff Saturday. Talked about today's game. And I think about how soft as putty it is. How the NBA has compromised the game with the rules that they've implemented. How you can sit up there and get called for having bad breath, for crying out loud. How soft as putty it is. I'm not talking about the athletes. They're not soft. I'm talking about the way the game is called. How Max and I were just debating the other day when James Harden can throw the football, can throw a basketball pass to Kyrie Irving, who gives it to Joe Harris. Joe Harris drills a 3, and James Harden gets the assist and stuff like that. Just thinking about how the game is played. I understand the road may appear to be a bit longer, a best of 7, but when we consider what Jeff Saturday pointed out about football being the way that it is as physical and as violent as it is, although it's any given Sunday and anybody might have a chance to win, I do believe it comes down to it's harder to capture an NFL title because one thing can go wrong and it can cost you everything. And you don't have the opportunity to make up for it because of the one-and-done format, whereas that's not the case in basketball.
Kirk, before you go ahead, I just want to add one more thing. What also about the fact of super teams in the NBA? Nobody's mentioning that.
Or tackle them too hard. Look, let me address all you like the numbers on the house.
Come on, man. It was breaking cast.
And let me tell you something.
There is no play in basketball.
One game
really
in the
that
7-game
goes into the game where you
series that actually changes the series. You know that, Stephen A., right? Put us back so I can see everybody's faces. I need to look at everybody. Stephen A., you know this, right? Because time and time again, we have talked about one of the greatest championships in sports history when LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers came back from being down 3-1. Okay, now
we can stop it there. Like I said, whatever basketball gets talked about, you just said, how can he fit LeBron in there? There you go. I hadn't even heard it. I hadn't even heard it. But I know what I know. I know what I know. We talk about LeBron James. LeBron James. Like there's no other example in history.
Hey, man.
But basketball do got one of the longer roads, though. I would say that basketball, baseball, really all the other sports, but that's because none of them are as violent as football. That's the only reason why. You can't play no damn 7 football games in a week and a half and then go into the next round and say, we're going to play 7 more football games. No, it doesn't work like that.
They could play 3.
NBA, they running up and down the court. That's it. It's not all that physical.
They could play 3. Like,
it's not all that physical.
Best, yeah.
Nah.
That's 2 out of 3.
At the NFL level, you're not playing no damn 3 football games in a week. It's not happening.
You can play.
It's not happening.
You can play Sunday. It's teams that play Sunday.
You can play
Thursday,
Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday, and it still ain't gonna work.
Sunday, Thursday, and Monday, and then you alternate it with the thing. Have somebody Sundays, having somebody Monday, and then have the series on
the game
Thursday.
Is too physical, and it gets more physical in the playoffs. It gets more, just like the NBA get more physical in the playoffs. Football gets more physical in the playoffs. Like it's not gonna happen. And then with football too, it's crazy because even though one player can't win everything for you, one player can lose everything for you. A great quarterback is not gonna just carry you to a Super Bowl like an NBA player can. But if that quarterback goes down, your team is done. If the quarterback goes down, your team is done. It's done.
I don't know.
It is
the quarterback's soft if he go down now. Because they got so many.
They can still get hit. It's just that Tom Brady makes it look soft because Tom Brady just goes down. If he see trouble, he's going down. But he's 40-some years old. He understands. I'm not letting what's my boy from the Browns? I'm not letting Myles Garrett lay on top of me. It's not happening. I'm throwing the ball away and I'm going down. I'm not letting no 6'6", 285 pound dude lay on me to show that I'm a tough guy at 40-some years in my mid-40s. It's not happening. It's not happening. And I don't blame him because it ain't happening. He's not letting no 300-pound lineman fucking knock him down so he can complete a 5-yard out to a wide receiver or throw a ball up for grabs to a receiver down the field where he get hit in his chin by some dude that's 6'3", 330.
All right, we got to talk about this last thing before we get out of here. All right.
Perkin always fit LeBron in. You just knew he was.
It was just Mother's Day, man.
Right. Happy belated Mother's Day to anybody that wasn't told, man.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Happy Mother's Day. Everybody, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
And we finna end this on a very controversial mother's question.
Yes.
Now, just so y'all know, I don't have Facebook, and I don't be on social media, and I don't see none of the questions before we talk about them. But I know how Drake just like to stir up shit.
Should a man in a relationship...
Here we go.
Should a man in a relationship buy the mother of his kids a Mother's Day gift? So meaning like...
They're not together.
They're not together. Should you buy... You in a relationship with somebody else, are you buying your kid's mother a Mother's Day gift? What say ye?
I'm going to give my kids money so they can buy their mom a Mother's Day gift. That's what I'm doing. Okay. She shouldn't be looking for me to buy a gift on any occasion.
See, basically, you saying you ain't breaking your neck. You like, I'm going to give her some money, and we call it a day.
Yeah, pretty much.
So what if she call you talking about some, really? So that's all you gonna give me for Mother's Day? Snapping and shit. That's all you gonna get her to get me? She went and got me some chocolate. What you saying?
I'm gonna say, tell your kids pick better gifts. I don't know what you want me to do.
Man, let's see. Would I buy my beat? Yep. Nah, I wouldn't buy them. I wouldn't buy her nothing. I kind of do what you did. I take them to the store and be like, man, what you trying to get your mama? Until they get of age to where they make their own money. Then it's out of my hand. You know what I mean? They get 16, get a job. And now if they come to me like, hey dad, can I get some money so I can get mama here, man? Here you go. You know what I mean? But besides that, yeah, I don't know. It turned into a real big discussion on here.
Oh yeah, you know. Cause some dudes feel like, hey man, I love my kids and hey, that's just an appreciation gift for giving me however many healthy kids and being there and helping raise them right.
All right. Terrence said, hell nah. Ashley said, yeah, if they are on good terms.
Well, she probably a mom.
Yeah. Adrian said, definitely not. Simply say Happy Mother's Day.
Leave it at that.
Latasha said, yeah, Willie does it all the time. He takes his daughter to pick out a gift out for her mom and let her give it to her mom. Latoya said, would you like a Father's Day gift from the mother of your kids? Now, I wouldn't be expecting one, though. See, that's the difference. Men don't expect a gift from the woman. I come Father's Day come around, I expect my kid to say Happy Father's Day, and I spend time with them. But when Mother's Day come around,
it's an event.
It's supposed to be an event. I'm supposed to buy gifts and have the kids, and she be relaxing. But Father's Day, you supposed to have your kids this Father's Day. Ain't that the rule?
Yep. Somehow you end up with the kids on both days.
That shit hella funny, man. That shit hella funny. That shit hella funny when you think about it. Like,
the rules are definitely weird.
Oh, let me finish reading them. But like, a woman can get mad and say, you know what, you're not getting nothing. I'm not getting you nothing for Father. Was your kid get, you know what I'm saying? Your kid say Happy Father's Day, or they give you a card. Hey, I'm satisfied. I don't need nothing from you. But Mother's Day come around,
you straight mad.
Hot. But if that was a question towards us, would you like a Father's Day gift from the mother of your kids? Nah, I ain't gotta have one.
What you should have put on there was after that in the comments is, would you accept a Mother's Day gift from a dude that don't do shit for his kids? Like, he don't do shit for his kids all year, but he get you a Mother's Day gift.
Yeah, that's like, hold on, nigga, why didn't you give me these Pampers when I need? Kim said, I think he should encourage the children and assist them with purchasing a gift for their mother. Tiffany said, I didn't get a gift, but he said Happy Mother's Day. That's a little too personal. Samela said, hey, mama. She said, yes, he should take the kids and help them get their mother a Mother's Day gift. He teaching them how to be better people. Cassandra said, yes, I get one every year and birthday. Tamika said, just like this, cause, I know your baby's mother is not your mom, but it will be all in the process of training your child up to be what you need that child to be. In that process, you will be teaching them to celebrate their mother when it comes time for them to be old enough with money to celebrate their mother. So it's not necessarily you buying your wife a Mother's Day gift. And if you believe that she's a good mother, yes, you should get her a mother. Wait a minute. My mom. These people.
She sounded like she misinterpreted the question.
Yeah, because, man, that's why I be hating asking questions sometimes. Because every thinking I be talking about myself. Like, nah, this is a question for the show.
Hey, shout out to Russell Westbrook. He broke the Oscar Robertson's all-time record for most triple-doubles.
185, right?
That was 181.
181 was the record.
I think so.
And he got 182.
Yeah, he just got it tonight.
Man, first of all, I'm going to say this one more time, Reggie. Russ does not need your love, bro.
What are you talking about?
No, bro. Russ don't need your props, bro.
Man, I don't know.
He don't need your props, bro. The way you be talking down on my dog.
How I talk down on him? I said he ain't a winning player.
We got recordings, man.
But I say he not a winning player. He's not.
Oh,
that don't mean when he do something great, I can't say he did something great. He's not a winning player. He's a player that's going to get you great stat lines, just like Oscar Robertson. Oscar Robertson wasn't a winning player. He got with a winning player towards the end of his career. And that might be what Russ have to do. You still going through the responses?
Yeah. All right. Okay. Not but a happy Mother's Day will do. Erica said nope, cause I'm not buying him nothing. Wakande said if that's how they rock. Ronell said I will until my boys are old enough to work and do it for her. Exactly. I like that. Yeah. I think a happy Mother's Day sums it up, bruh. Code Red said, I think a happy Mother's Day sums it up, bruh. When you in a whole relationship with someone else, I mean, you've had your turn. Let's keep these wheels moving. Next. Mine did. Unless our child have a job, why not? And I'll make sure she has something nice for her dad on Father's Day as well. See? That's it. See? It's good to be nice.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Till they get a job.
Like I said, I get money.
But I ain't going all out though. Like, I don't think my girlfriend would appreciate that. Like, if I was I get her a gold chain, some $300 cologne, and I mean not cologne, perfume, and you know what I mean? Like,
hey, there's two other things real quick. You remember that tight end that was saying that he's converting his whole salary into Bitcoin?
Yeah.
That play for the Chiefs.
Okay.
They just cut him.
For real?
Yeah, so hope he didn't do that already.
Why they cut him?
I don't know. They just cut him. It just came across. They cut him. And the other thing is, man, I want to talk about earlier. We can end it on this and say our little goodbyes. How you feel about this Tim Tebow situation, man?
Him becoming tight end?
Yeah, him getting a job at all, bro. Dez Bryant posed, he said, you got to be kidding me.
Hey. So he got a job?
They said earlier today that they plan to sign him to a 1-year deal.
To play or be on the
1-year deal to be a tight end. I don't know if he's gonna play or not, but just they're gonna sign him to the roster as a tight end. I think Tim Tebow been retired for what, about 5, 6, maybe 7 years.
That's the what team is he going to? The college,
the Jaguars.
College coach used to
Jaguars. Urban Meyer.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Urban Myers used to coach Tim Tebow.
Yep, that was his quarterback.
Okay, he used to coach him. Games. Now, the sports world is all about who you know. Yeah, you hate it, but everybody got it. Mostly everybody got in a position because of somebody they knew.
Like Emmanuel Acho on Speak for Yourself.
Yeah,
I'm like, who the fuck is this dude? And then I don't be liking a lot of shit he be saying. And his voice is weird because of that lisp and them big ass teeth.
I'm just saying though. But yeah, everybody, bruh.
He got nominated for an award.
Who?
Emmanuel Acho.
For Emmy?
I think so, yeah.
I'm like, that'd be the only award they can
get. I'm like, how? For what? Like, I'm like, do y'all watch the show?
I mean, Some people like it, bro.
Him and both of them are terrible to me. Him and Marcellus Wiley. I still don't understand how he keep getting jobs.
Marcellus.
Yes. And he one of them. I'm the smartest guy in the room type cats. I guess because he went to wherever he went, Harvard or whatever it was. But he definitely got that. I'm the smartest guy in the room. I be like, bro, you and most of the shit he be saying be
they
crazy.
Probably know somebody.
Yeah, well, he got on because he knew Jason Whitlock, who started the show. But then they put Jason off the damn show, and then they replaced Jason with Emmanuel Acho.
Everybody, they know somebody.
But Jason Whitlock, he went and did. I think they didn't put him off. They didn't want to pay him what he wanted. So now I think he's doing like his own little podcast thing.
He made his own. Yeah. He sure did.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people didn't like what he was saying though, because he kept a lot of stuff real. But then sometimes he have his little agendas too.
Every time he was trying to hate on what's the name?
Who?
LeBron. He tried to always make like hot takes and shit.
Yeah, a lot of his takes used to be hot because nobody would never say nothing. Like certain people in the media, people just don't really talk against. Or they'll say like one thing slightly negative, but then hurry up and then cover it up and say like 5 more positive things in the course of saying the one little negative thing. Because they always say, well, here's the negative. But at the same time, blah, 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 blah. Like, we already know that, bro. Just stick to what we talking about. We don't need no history. Stephen A. Smith be saying it without saying it. Like, it gets on his nerves. That's why you always make it a point to say, I'm about to say something critical, but let me say he's still a great basketball player, a great all-time player, philanthropist, great father, and the whole little list of shit. Cause that's what it is. And I noticed that guys that talk real heavy on LeBron and be really, really on his side, they move up real quick. They move up from being, a guest 1 or 2 times to being regular guests, and then from being regular guests to being contributors, then from being contributors to having roles on these shows and shit like that. That's a trend I'm steady seeing. And they be coming out of nowhere. Like, they don't be coming like from no other shows where you like, nah, they used to make their name on such and such. No. No. But the Tim Tebow shit, that's just some bullshit. One, I don't think he could play fucking tight end at all. I don't think I seen him catch any passes to really say, let alone block. He can't run.
A football player is a football player. Some people, like, you've played junkyard football. You played out. Did you not move from every position? You played the quarterback. You played the wide receiver. You played the one guy that hiked the ball and blocked for 10 seconds.
AAU or high school, it don't be like that because I play AAU.
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about football.
Yeah, this is organized at the highest level.
But get what I'm saying.
You can't just jump into another thing.
No. An athlete is an athlete. Like a football. That's why sometimes, well, most of the time, every positional player in football, when you ask them what position did they play when they was in Pop Warner and younger, they either say quarterback or running back. No matter if they're wide receiver, quarterback now, running back, corner,
in Pop Warner, they
safety.
Always just take the best athlete, put him at quarterback.
But what did you just say? The best athlete.
Yeah. When you get to that level, your skill set matters. Like you can't take a cornerback and make him a wide receiver. It's not going to work.
They
or vice versa.
Yes, they do. They do it all.
They try and it fails every time.
No, they made some wide receivers good corners. Matter of fact, I used to do it on Madden all the time on the game.
Not in the league. They done it. They did it like in college where they took a dude that was a great wide receiver in high school and made him into a corner.
But that's what they do.
But I'm talking in the league at the pro level, they don't never do that, and it works.
But who's to say he's not a good athlete to Okay, Edelman, he was a quarterback that transferred to a fucking wide receiver. Like
that was in college.
But
and he transferred to one.
But I'm
as
saying
he was coming out, and he kept playing that. That was his craft.
What if Tebow
was a quarterback all his life, retired for like 6 years, and coming back to play pro level tight end?
What if he plays?
What is he gonna do? He's a quarterback. So how good do you think his blocking is?
What if he performs?
He's not gonna perform.
What if he performs?
And what? He's not gonna be able to block, bro.
What if they have him?
He's not finna catch nothing.
What
he
if
ain't
they
running
have
away
him
from
at
nobody.
strong side, like a strong side slant from the tight end? Like
Tim Tebow not fast. He's not getting away from nobody. He wasn't even fast for a quarterback, let alone fast for a skill player.
See,
he's not fast. He's not tall.
1 year contract. 1 year contract. We'll see.
Fullback. Okay, I bet
fullback. I bet you later when after I see his training camp and stuff like that, I bet you that he gets at least 2 touchdowns next year
on some gadget plays. Like where they already at the goal line and they just find a way to get him the ball. Yeah, he'll get it because they'll be at the goal line. They will find a way to get him the ball. That's why. It ain't gonna be because he was on some catch and run shit. Like he caught the mud and then went up the field with him. He ran some great route.
Okay.
And caught the ball.
Okay, then let's say this. I bet you he has more than 200 yards next year.
Receiving?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. that ain't happening at all. Dude, they signed for a reason. You know what the reason is? And it's things that you be talking about when you be
they signed him to get money from publicity.
Not even just that. They signed him because they know all the attention gonna be on them. So whatever Urban Meyer as a rookie head coach, it's gonna be less scrutiny on him. Trevor Lawrence, the number 1 overall pick in the draft, it's gonna be less scrutiny on him. Because everybody gonna be like, it's gonna be back to Tebow mania. Everywhere he go. Tebow mania.
It's not that no more. It's Trevor Lawrence mania, bro.
Bro, it's not.
This
they
guy,
didn't have no mania.
This guy has been deemed the greatest quarterback since fucking high school, bro. He's been saying he's the number 1 draft pick.
And
since
I don't know
high
why
school.
because
I don't know why
he had a great freshman year, granted, but he played 2 more years after that, and neither one of them was. I mean, they was good, but they wasn't that freshman year. That freshman year is what had everybody like, oh man, this is ridiculous. And he played good the next 2 years, but it wasn't quite the same.
All right, what's your last words? We got here. We got 2 minutes.
Oh no, man, I said them. I gave Westbrook his record. I wanted to mention that. I wanted to touch on that Tim Tebow craziness.
All right, that's Reggie's last word. My last word is Westbrook doesn't need your love.
Jesus,
he doesn't need your love,
it's not
man.
Love. I just said something.
Thanks
that
for
happened.
listening to the show. It's yours truly, Dreek Lockhead.
It's Reggie.
Big bro.
The spillover. All right, y'all have a nice day. Yeah, he doesn't need your love, man.
Ooh, you make a mess.
He's just not a winning player, man. I like Westbrook though. He just because I say he's not a winning player.